Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another playthrough of Seaside Fashionista from the game Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. Let us just switch back to the main screen and head our way over to the story. Welcome back, Prisma, and everyone else who is currently tuning in right now. So, welcome, Godly Rival, yet again. Where we last left off, we introduced ourselves to the gang, Sasagwa and Arachne. They seem to be working for the Tokyo Mode collection of it's some kind of a show for fashion that's gonna happen. And Arachne helped Sasagwa get a suit, and then they posted that on Twitter, and then it got a lot of hype, and then a whole bunch of other groups from various institutions came by, and one by one we experienced or were inflicted with their introductions and everything, if you remember. Welcome, Helen and Edwin. Nice to see you guys again. Don't worry, I have my playlist ready this time. But yeah, at the very end of the last bit, Amatsumara challenged us to, not us rather, challenged Arachne to make a specifically designed clothing for the children that just came by. And by children, I presume he means the fashion feature units, such as Wakan Tonka and Sapani's not really a child. I don't know why he was calling them children, but I guess to him, since he's super old, everyone's child. Welcome, Azinu. And as usual, since the bot is running up, feel free to use the 8-ball. That's pretty much the only thing it does. So, if you got any questions, maybe ask the 8-ball instead of me, if you think I might not. Matsumara is quite the grandpa, yes. That is the nickname that Kurugane gives him. Finally, YouTube notified you. Well, glad you can make it. Hopefully the summary was enough for you. Of course, the replay is always back if you wanted to see it for yourself. But honestly, you aren't missing too much of the first chapter. It really was just Arachne showing what's-his-face around. Sasagwa, not what's-his-face. And then Sasagwa was hyped with this new outfit, and now we're gonna be going one by one, presumably, with everyone. Bright and early the next morning, you arrive at the appointed spot in front of Shinjuku Station, ready and waiting to get started on this new project. As you stand there, watching a seemingly endless stream of people hurriedly come and go, the distant clack-clack of heels is the first thing to catch your ear. They sure do like that term in this event, clack-clack. Yeah, because of its Arachne specifically. Good morning! And I mean that for real this time, rather than simply exchanging business pleasantries. Morning, Arachne. Top of the morning to you, lasse. A fine greeting that, particularly to my sleep-deprived brain after staying up all night. Oh, artists. We got a 5-star. No, it's just 4-star. Good morning. Went straight home after all that hullabaloo and slept like a log. Hard to get out of bed, you know. Yeah, Arachne. Am I actually the last one here? It can't be. You act as shocked as if you'd had a teleportation accident. That seems a bit rude to me. But nonetheless, good morning. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just usually don't wake myself up this early, so it surprised me to be last. Good morning. Day odd. Still really sleepy. Hope I can get a login honey bonus as compensation for my triples. I thought you might say something like that, so... Ta-da! I purchased morning sets for us three. Alright, way to go, Arachne. I left in a hurry to get here on time, so I didn't eat anything. And I am absolutely famished. Oh, Monster Sasagwa, that will never do. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day for fashionistas as well. If you don't know, that's just a marketing lie. Breakfast isn't even that common around the world. If I do not have a proper breakfast, I cannot make clothes, and there is nothing more unbecoming of a designer than that. So, to you, Monsieur Sasagwa, I give this waffle swimming in honey, and a sweet set for you as well, Arthur. Yo, awesome. Loving it. Harry's on point already. Looks delicious. Let's chat down. I'm always ready for the day from the moment I was awake. And the reason is, there is a dream I seek to realize. I dream a dream. And until I have seen it through, I can't bear to stop moving forward. It is that dream and my fashion which drive me. A dream you seek to realize, aside from selling your clothes. Yes, I dream a dream where little white kids and little black kids can play together. Indeed, my dream, or perhaps I should say, my aspiration, is something very well suited to me. Time is short, however, so let us talk as we go. Be careful not to get so entranced by my works that you lose your footing. Arachne begins power walking the moment she finishes saying this. Not normal walking, power walking, you need to know that. Perhaps even before. Coffee in one hand, the clack-clack of her heels, not walking, clack-clacking, are ringing out loud and proud. My aspiration is to start my own apparel brand. It would be the hub from which my fashion would spread into the wide world. But you're a freelance designer, and you can't spell freelance without free. Wouldn't you just be living that freedom? No. We freelancers are always busy with commissions, so we are rarely blessed with a chance to truly express ourselves. I do have my own design space, but it is not equipped to properly continue pushing the cutting edge as I wish. What I long to do is spread my sparkling fashion throughout Tokyo, to every corner of the district. Or every corner of every district, rather. And for that, I must establish my own apparel brand. My own company. There is no other way! A spark of determination shines in Arachne's eyes. There's no trace remaining of dejection that seemed to consume her the day before. Yeah, the stream before, she was getting kind of spit roasted really hard. Literally gaslit and gate kept. And that spark continues, like, I'm not even exaggerating, she actually was. And that spark continues to shine as you three match onward to the station and board the next train heading towards Yoyogi Academy. Episode 2, yet another request. Alright, almost there. It's straight ahead. Come to think of it, what sort of school is it that those students we encountered attend? Well, it's heavily focused on sports. Everyone there is in a sports club. Haven't heard of them before? Sports you say? I'm afraid these hands were made for sewing, not punting, or what have you. I know little about sports. That definitely tracks. I don't get any sporty sense from you. Oh, just wait until my next event. Then I'll be wearing a sports bra. Same for me, though, yeah. My interests don't really align with physical activity. I did suspect some connection to sports, though, as their clothes had the faint scent of sweat about them. Huh? I didn't smell anything at all. You've got pretty keen senses, Arachne. Oh, I'm just used to smelling people. There is an inexorable link between one's clothes and one's body odor, and I've developed a sensitivity to the link. I guess she is used to smelling people. I'm sensitive to smells in general, in fact. Though, I cannot stand the smell of citrus. It is much too overpowering. I can handle lemonade if it is cut with honey, but ever since I came to have this body, citrus scents have become my bane. We're getting to the other things now. Since here all really do like they're in sports clubs, yeah? I don't know, some of those moms look pretty generic. Ah, they are so muscular. That one in the arms, that one in the thighs, that one all over. I can tell at a glance what physical activities each student is proficient in. In the arms being probably Kuma as a baseball player. In the thighs actually being Kuma as well. That one all over, maybe a Shikara. I don't know, no one is particularly top heavy in what's called the Yoyogi Academy. They're generally more hypermuscular thighs. Pretty much every single person from Yoyogi. Is this school perhaps quite famous for its sports performance? I literally just said that. That's kind of what I was saying before. You know, I didn't think to ask this earlier, but you're a transient too, same as us. What school do you go to? I attend vocational school. I will have you know my grades in fashion are exemplary. Despite attending few classes. I did provide a great many props for our drama club quite recently, though. Cloth masks to be precise. All hand sewn by yours truly. It was a considerable burden. I had a great deal of fun with it. Could you, actually tell us what the name of your school is? That sounds like a pretty nice school for memory to me. And it actually does sound like a lot of fun. Is she part of the entertainers? Or, because No, we already confirmed she should be part of the non-crafters, whatever they're called. The one with Hecate and, what's his face? Turing. Creators, that's it. I only wish I could do something to improve their school uniforms. Spiders have good smells. I didn't realize that. I didn't even realize they had noses. Before you know it, Yoyogi Academy looms right before you. And the ratio of students to townies walking about definitely increased exponentially in the students' area. Get ratioed. This means more school uniforms and sportswear for Arachne to study, and study them she most definitely does, with an entirely unreadable expression on her face as she takes them in. I cannot take it anymore! As a fashion designer, I have a duty to act. What the? Hey, Arachne, where do you think you're going? Hey, I'm pretty sure your animation just went up. Hey, wait up! Drippy and oversized jerseys, I shall raise you up and stitch you tight. Torn jerseys, you shall be appliqued into submission. Too much body line showing, covered it with needlepoint. Forget to brush your hair, accessorize to hide and no one will know. Arachne's movements become like a blur. Her needle and thread working their magic so quickly that they leave a trail of light in their wake. Huh? What? What the hell just happened? When the dust settles, the scene left behind is one of the confused students whose uniforms are all now in the same reflective Arachne's design philosophies. In some way or other. They all admittedly look fabulous, but they also look a little scared and disoriented. Arachne jump scare. Fashion is overflowing from every angle. More! I need more! Within the crowd, I can sense a single presence, running at great speed with the strength and will of a buffalo. And it's right here! Tonka steps in the path of the rampaging Arachne, almost as if playing defense and positioning himself for a tackle. Mon Dieu! Arachne skids to halt, narrowly missing the imposing figure who stands in her way. I was wondering who might be responsible for this, but I never expected it to be the Tokyo Mode collection girl from yesterday. Arachne, stop! Yo, thanks for the assist, Tonka. I failed to see the problem here. The problem is, you took off running, and we couldn't keep up. What were you doing? What happened here? My apologies, you two. This place is so far removed from fashion that my body moved of its own volition to correct it. That was your body moving on its own? Arachne and Sasago split responsibility of walking around and individually apologizing to every student affected by Arachne's wild behavior. Hey, no skin off my back. My torn jersey is all fixed up now, so I can't really complain, you know? Yeah, I'm always focused on club activities that I have no time for fashion, so I see this as a nice gesture, if anything. I'm grateful to you, Passing Transient, no name, for putting a stop to my berserker mode. Fast, overworked spider. Yeah, she's one of a kind to see a creator like this. I guess that's not true, since all the creators are kind of like this hyperactive, except for maybe Akiha, and maybe also Kotobopus. Even if I was about to break my combo for the most people, reconditioned in a single minute. I'm not sure I understand what just happened, but glad to be of assistance, I guess. I don't understand what happened either. Regardless, I'm just grateful the situation seems to be under control now. You know, Sasago actually kind of has two different voice inflections. In his original 5-star, he has more of a gruff voice, but it's more of like a derpy kind of voice for his fashionista variant. And I think the reason they did that is, fun fact, he's actually voiced by, the person who voices him is the same person who voices Amatsumara. So I think they tried to accentuate the difference even more by doing that. Because in reality, his 5-star actually does sound quite similar to Amatsumara as well. Sometimes I cannot contain the fashion that is within me. My apologies, Master Tsutagawa. Oh, and Aratan. Well, actually, this may have helped us. We now know what we have to do here. Do we? Have you figured out the thing that our artisan friend spoke of, perhaps? I've been racking my brain to think of it. Please, tell me what you've concluded, Aratan, sweetie! Well, these people aren't into fashion, so they won't make requests, which means we need to hear their silent pleas. But Horikeo and Wolf, the same VA, makes sense. Yeah, I think they have similar voices, but I don't hear their voices enough to really notice it, honestly. But I don't think what's called Sasago is a shadow of Amatsumara, so that's just a weird coincidence. In other words, we must determine, without commission, what each student most wishes to see improved in their uniform. I think that's right on money. We gotta figure out what everybody wants most, without them telling us. Yes. Yes, I see. If we can create that which I most desire by the student body, we can sell it with ease. But, do you think I can do it? Even though I could not sell even a single garment yesterday. Hey, where'd the enthusiasm yet go? It is difficult for me to place myself in the mindset when I believe my designs are already the best they can possibly be. I'll be fine. You just can't rush it. We gotta take our time and figure out exactly what the student here wants most. If this were an RPG, you could think of this like a quest. And I believe you can complete it, Arachne. Monsieur Sasagwa. As Arachne raises her head, she started to find not Sasago standing there, but Wakantanka. Thank you for your assistance earlier, my new transit friend. My name is Arachne. I am a fashion designer. I'm Wakantanka, a third-year student here and captain of the football team. It's nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you, again, as well. Hey, what gives? Are you gonna call her my Arachne? Certainly not. Not upon a first proper meeting. You can make quite the jokester, my Arthur. What? Well, you started right away with me. I just don't understand you, Walk-On. So, what is it that brings you here to your yoga academy to this day? Oh, Walk-On, you see. Interesting. I think I understand your dilemma. After leaving your shop last night, we did visit a few others, but bought nothing of note from any of them. And much of that is because none of us really is certain what it is we actually want to wear. Yeah. If you're in something like sports, it's not that you don't want to do fashion, it's just that all your mental energy is invested in doing something else, such as, you know, playing sports. I see. That is most unfortunate. Though in your case, specifically, I believe what you have selected is perfect. Yeah, he's pretty slick right now with his clothing. They did kind of hint that Walk-On Tonka had more time than the others, so maybe he has time to think about it. And of course, as what I was mentioning earlier, it doesn't just apply to athletes, it also applies to anyone in any field. They don't necessarily get the chance to think about fashion too deeply, depending on how invested they are. What if selected? In actuality, I put little thought into what I'm wearing. You could say, did not even select it. Oh yeah, Walk-On Tonkin's powers is to be guided to something. I don't know what his power is, but it's about guiding, and that might be, like, his power into play. Oh, is it handmade then? No, it was all received from others. I simply wear whatever fits my mood on any given day. Interesting. So those around you have handpicked such stunning apparel on your behalf. Everything you're wearing was a present. Wow, I had no idea it's so popular. I don't want to give you some now. And I don't mean clothing. Are you saying you wish to pick out clothing with me in mind? That would be lovely, my Arthur. Guardian Buffalo Bird, something like that, yeah. I have no fashion sense of my own, I'm afraid, but I am quite certain that anything you should choose for me would be perfect. Simply knowing the garment would have your care and love packed with it would be the greatest gift of all. Yikes, this guy is definitely a player, with smooth lines like that. The thing is... The thing is, if it were you, Arthur, then maybe. Walk on, there you are, been looking all over for you. Practice is just about to start. Huh? Wait, is that you, Arthur? Oh, it is. What are you doing here? I thought you were helping out at the shop again today. You two might want to look closer. The student model and store clerk have come here with him. Soul Brother and his entourage here? Does that mean you've come to make matching ring costumes? Doesn't matter why they're here, Wakantaka. The coach is calling for you. Get your bucket to practice that. Seems like everyone has come to get him. I guess this is his adoring fan base. More importantly, they are all the students who came to my shop last night, and your timing could not be better. I wonder if Arachne actually made skins for them too. I wasn't actually looking too carefully at the skins, but I don't remember them having anything too slick during the event. Because like I just initially presumed it was just walk-on. But then again, you know, what's called non-feature or, you know, partial feature but not rate-up units oftentimes get new skins as well. Please line up against the wall so that I can get a good look at you, and that I may then make you new clothes. Maybe try a little less high and mighty. Explain to them what you're doing, otherwise you'll scare them away. Oh, my apologies. I did not mean to come across so haughty. What's this all about making us new clothes? That's a kind offer, but if they're anything like the clothes in your shop, I think that's a hard pass. Not that your stuff is bad, we just don't have much chance to wear it, so it'll probably live in our closet most of the time. Nice swerve. Well, that depends. Make me a nice ceremonial loincloths for my sumo matches, and I'd wear it all the time. I guess Dragon knows how to swerve since, you know, she's also a girl. I get what Durga's saying though. That stuff may look good on model, but try it on and you're just left feeling conspicuous. They did hint at this in the prologue of how we can't just wear fancy clothing. We also gotta act the act. So maybe in this case, it's Arachne's gonna be doing the opposite, where she's gonna meet the person rather than have the person meet them in terms of fashion design. If that is your concern, then worry not. Everything I make will be precisely order-made just for you. Really, suit lady? In that case, I want matching costumes from me and my soul brother. With the service fee, the cost of materials, and the design fee, I estimate that would cost around a measly 12 million coin. Get out now. What? What? But why? It would be an investment for your future. A splurge to guarantee many happy returns. You're not gonna get that kind of money from students. You're coming from two very different places, value-wise. But I cannot do this for free. Even should I waive the design cost, any less than I would surely be in red. On this point, there can be no compromise. My pride is on the line. Well, what do you want then? Can you use cheaper materials? Or do we just call the whole thing off? Call? Off? Ah! Wakantanka, who had been listening to the conversation among you three, looked back and forth at both parties with an amiable smile on his face. Then, as if he suddenly had a brilliant idea, he claps once excitedly and addresses Arachne. If you don't make new clothes for us, you said that something bad would happen, right? Not exactly, but there is a challenge you accepted, which is dependent upon fulfilling your clothing requests. Wait, so you're trying to get us to order things from you? Does this mean the whole thing's been a sales pitch? I'm not certain of your exact reasons for doing what you do, for doing what you do, Arachne, friend of my Arthur. But I've come to believe that you truly do wish to better yourself and create outfits we would all enjoy. For that reason, I wish to cooperate with you. We can work out the matter of coinage later. You wish to cooperate with me, even though we have only just met. Of course. You need help, and I wish to provide it. That's just how I am, as Arthur can attest. See, this is how you get to be a player. But that's no small amount of money. You're so cool, Walk-On. Hug me now. No one's trying to stop him. Really? We know how it goes with Walk-On. Once he gets an idea in his head, it's already too late. Besides, if Walk-On really believes there's something here worth doing, we can't exactly ignore that. If we call it here, we'd move forward at all. And like rugby, moving forward a little is better than staying put. At the very least, we might as well hear you out. I mean, there could be some solution here we're not thinking of. That store clerk lady is in trouble, I guess. Okay, calm down. She's not this clerk. You got mixed up. And if Falcon Tonka is helping her, then we'll help her too. It's 2022, Daisuke. Get your affairs in order. Just try and stop us. I dare you. Such understanding and kindness. It is clear to see that you are a person of very strong character. So, what kind of clothing will you commission for me? Formal? Casual? Avant-garde? You know I still have those missile launchers shoulder pads going. I want to deliver a garment for each of you that will add a little something extra to specialty lives. Welcome thinks about Arachne's question for a moment, seemingly unable to find the right words to answer it. And suddenly, he smiles and blurts out a response. I have no direction to give you, as there's nothing of note that I desire. How about you make me whatever you think is best? What? Oh boy, this sounds like trouble in making. Suppose that might be women's intuition. The problem is, I need to know where to begin. What sort of outfit do you prefer? Does that clarify my question a bit? Oh, I understand your question, but I have no answer. Your preference is my preference. Whatever you make, I will love it as it is. In response to this extremely sweet, innocent sentiment, Arachne completely explodes. Nonsense, hogwash, and poppycock! Arachne! What, is she used to having details given? I see. So you're dealing with the matter of trying to expand the sales at your shop. I believe I understand the situation. It seems you have a lot on your plate. Be that as it may, though, please try not to raise your voice like that on school grounds. Although there are no classes during summer break, you still gave quite a scare to the students who are here for club activities. Oh, yes, I do beg your pardon. Even I did not expect that to happen, and to occupy one of your infirmary beds, I am most appreciative of your kindness. Arachne bows deeply in apology to Miyaki, who serves as the school nurse here. I'm just glad we weren't badly injured. I got a little worried when you suddenly collapsed in a heap back there. Yes. There are sometimes people like him who have such an effect on me. People who are indifferent towards fashion, but can bring out the maximum potential of any outfit they should wear. People who have such natural modeling talent that I often think they could wear nothing at all and make it look trendy. You need to keep it together, though. Formidable foe draws near. Command? Well, wearing nothing is kind of a suit. Can't you just ask Wakon to wear one of the items you've already made? Then, if it's that easy to make him look good. He says he'll be satisfied with anything you make, so that'll be one assignment done and dusted right away. Well, that's very practical with Miyaki, but I suppose Wakon is meaning something a bit deeper, just like Amatsumaro. Such deception would only serve to make a mockery of my assignment, and would not properly fulfill its terms. I have, after all, been tasked by that artisan to hear the students' requests, and fulfill them to a high standard. But I cannot fulfill a request if I do not have one. No order, no order made. At that point, I'm merely hawking my wares. Yes, I see what you mean. I'm proud to say that I have never backed down from a challenge before. Not from anyone. That's how I have come to be where I am today. Although the statement is a relatively innocuous one, there's a raw passion in Arachne's words that comes through loud and clear to everyone in the room. It's a mixture of anger, indignation, and resolve, all born from the fire in her heart, and laid bare for the judgment of those who are now helping to oversee her path forward. Well, I can't say I don't sympathize with your position here. When facing a challenge, it's always best to take it head on. I do hope you can truly understand my burning passion for fashion now. And why that passion says I must not lose a challenge. I will not rest until I see these students wearing my order made best. What about the suit for Sagwa? Matsumara mentioned a second request. Any idea what he meant?
I must say, I am stumped on that one myself, Monsieur.
Oh, wait, Arachne. I must say, I am stumped on that one myself, Monsieur Sasagwa. Can you recall anything that might help?
I don't know. I'll be able to remember it. Remembering stuff like that hurts my head.
Sasagwa seems a bit more fidgety than usual as he mumbles this. It gives the impression that he knows more than he's letting on, but he'd rather not be asked about it, and it is very unskillfully dodging the question. Given all of what you've told me, perhaps you should set Huakan aside for now and hear the other students' requests first.
Probably easier said than done. The others in that group are much more reserved than Huakan. Fashion's a tough nut to crack.
I would not be so certain of that. My attire can make anyone shine.
Huh? You say something. You're getting hungry?
Oh, never mind. Whatever the case, let's head back. We should try talking to them again. Market research is crucial after all. That is very true. Nothing will come of us simply fritting away the time that we have been given. Thank you for taking the time to discuss this matter with me, you lovely gentleman. May we meet again soon.
You're on the move already? Come on, Arachne. Can't we just take a longer break? This is too much activity.
The three of you exit the room and hurry, leaving Oni Miniaki and Varga behind. The two Academy staffers exchange a knowing glance with one another.
Well, Dr. Miniaki, what do you think?
Well, she does have those other two with her to make up for what she lacks. So it all might just work out in the end.
I tend to agree. But I think she's gonna need more help than just them if she wants everything to click.
We should keep an eye on the situation and follow up on this once the request has successfully been completed. The two adults smile at each other and even let a small laugh slip, silently acknowledging with their eyes the ever-present truth that teachers are, by their nature, quite meddlesome. So, we are going to be finishing episodes 2 and 3 today. Of course, that is pretty much the same format I do, but in case you didn't know, there it is. Don't mind the overlapping music, I'll switch to part 2 soon of episode 2. Let's do this. Kind of whack that pretty much everyone seems to know what Arachne's issue is except for Arachne herself. everyone gaslighting her without directly just giving her the answer. Pretty sad. She must be gaslighted first to understand her issues. I don't think that's necessary, but I suppose that's one way to do it. It's 2022. Gaslighting is now a good thing, not a bad thing. And as for the gatekeeping, it's literally the premise of the story. With Housamo saying, nope, you can't until you do this thing. You're not good enough. Oh, here we are. So I just wanted to say, I'm very sorry to have startled you earlier, and thank you for carrying me to the infirmary. I swear, I will make you each clothing that is perfectly suited to you. Now please stand over there so that I may take your measurements. And don't slouch when I do. Oh, here we go, we're taking Walk-On's measurements. Gee, bossy bunch. Really served customers before? Look, everyone's put off now. You've got back that spark. I feel like once I get used to the way you talk, it might have its merits. Oh, please, Durga, you don't want to talk. If you guys don't know, Durga's debut event, she kind of had her own sort of toot happening. My, you students seem to be very open-minded indeed. That's good. Only in adaptation can you ride the waves of modern trends. But what will you do about Walk-On? He seems not to understand the very concept of commission. What's there to understand, my Daisuke? I simply intend to wear whatever she gives me. Is there something wrong with that? Let's try changing the question. Do you have a vision of what it is you all wish to become?
Players!
They all wish to become Walk-On. Everyone is Walk-On Tonka now.
Whoa, that startled me. I wasn't expecting these kids to be so strongly blurt out something so ridiculous in unison.
Hey, if we're placing orders for new clothes, that means we're treating ourselves, right? And if we're looking to really treat ourselves, then our deepest desires are going to come out in the process. My deepest desire is to be loved by everyone, and I plan to make that happen, one way or another. I didn't expect a response like that from Ashigar and Gunzo, but I'm a little surprised that you joined in with them, Kima. Or rather, she did expect. That's true. What are you trying to say? Yeah, they're part of the, what's called, Single Forever Club. Well, see, baseball is my life, and my dream is to one day stand on a mound and hear the screams of my adoring fans. Yes, I can definitely relate to that sentiment. There is something truly gratifying about standing out in the crowd through one's attire. It can be embarrassing, yet by the same token, addictive. Oh, I know just what you mean. When you're standing out there, all eyes on you, you feel like you're sparkling. When you stand out and attract all the attention. Use. Though, I suppose I am much the same. What's it called? McCrake, appearing out of nowhere from the side. How about you, Walk-On Tonka? Do you share the sentiment? I'd have to answer that with a sounding no. You see, I'm already a player. Using attire to weigh you're standing against others just seems misguided. It only ends up leading to conflict, and any sense of victory you get from it will just be temporary. Sounds like someone who already gets bitches! It's very similar to the no side mindset that runs rampant in the flat, wild world I came from. Amazing, he's not budging at all. Isn't there anything you desire, Walk-On? And then to this line of question, maybe. I just don't have any preference. I have no particular wants. Although, Wakantaka suddenly seems to think about something, though he struggles with it a bit. It's like the thought is caught in the back of his mind, yet he's trying to push it towards his mouth. Actually, there is one thing. There's one thing I'd like to know. So, what I desire most is the opportunity to know it, to confirm it. Arachne, can your clothes provide me with the answer I seek, do you think? Let me see if I can understand you. Do you desire an opportunity to start something? If that's the case, then we must fight. Really?
Don't look at me. I'm at a loss here too. Why fight? I'm only nun-type. Why now?
I suppose this must be quite surprising. So do allow me to explain. Attire is a battle. Battles are a way of life, and one's way of life shows in all folds and creases of one's body. I'd intended to simply take your measurements, but if I am to fully understand another's way of life, there is no better means than to do so through combat. And after combat, all that remains is to sew. It is a genius technique entrusted only to moi. Sure, go for it, you two. A battle for measurements, that's novel. You two are going to be joining the fight as well, you know. And as so will everyone else.
What?
This fight isn't just about measuring size, it's also about measuring one's character, and even the things one has sought to hide. Will you try to protect one another, or will you stand alone? Will you fight fair and square, or play things a bit dirty? I can determine so much about each of you through combat. So, you in? If so, then all I can say is, oh god, mon amis. That is very peculiar for Arachne to be fighting. But then again, this game is pretty progressive like that. And also, she is quite strong in the game, at least on release.
That clarified absolutely nothing. But once Arachne has gotten like this, there's no stopping her. Well, we're in this deep. Might as well... We'll have a little deep diver. What am I saying? Might as well dive a little deeper. Bring on the sizing, yes.
I swear to God, every time I run out of oxygen from talking so much, I just switch words so often.
Yeah, this seems pretty interesting. Count me in two. Let's do this thing.
If all my peers are in, then I guess I might as well participate too. Let's have a fair fight, everyone. As a friend of Akon's, I'm obliged to join too. Maybe I can learn some new moves for my next match. And if you're thrown down, I'm throwing too. And I won't hold back anything, so try not to get hurt.
Everyone's so willing to go along with this craziness. Guess that's Arathon's friends for you.
Well, also they're a bunch of jocks, but... Seems like everyone is ready to rumble, then, no. So let us commence this all-sizing battle. Battle of the boobs, let's go. I accept your challenge. Did you not see my AR? It has much larger than boobs than yours. For the sake of your addressing your request, let the all-sizing battle, as you call it, begin! And thus, a graceful yet ferocious battle unfolds.
Yeah! Yeah!
That second one was a bit lacking enthusiasm. Walkon's intense split was parried surprisingly gracefully by Arachne. The effect is almost like a dance, striking a perfect balance between soft and hard, dainty and daring.
I now see what lies within you!
The single needle in Arachne's hand brings everything that lies within Wakon Tonka's soul to the surface. As these two wills continue to clash, this glimpse of Wakon's inner being becomes clear, showing things even Wakon himself never knew, the revelations manifesting his clothes.
Well, look at those two. They're really going at it. This may be all worth about taking measurements, but they sure aren't holding back.
Yeah, gotta say, that girl's got some moves. I think I could learn a thing or two from her. One by one, the student Arachne has finished measuring leaves the fray, while they all continue to watch the battle unfold from the sidelines, sports drinking in hand as they catch their breaths. Hey there, white suit model. Thought you might want one too. It's our Academy's exclusive honey lemon sports drink.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I wasn't expecting to fight today, so I could really use one of those.
I wonder how much longer this battle is going to last, though. It's been over 10 minutes now since our turns were up. And everybody seems to be enjoying this. You're also motivated and energetic. Well, that's what we're all about here at Yoyogi Academy. You want to learn more about us? This is how you do it. You clash, and you sweat, and you get to know each other along the way. We're doing this kind of thing all the time. You said it, Gunzo. This kind of challenge is right up our alley. This is just what we're used to.
Ah, it's over.
The sudden all-sizing battle, as it's been unofficially dubbed, draws to a halt as both Arachne and Wakon Tonka cease their assaults. The air around you suddenly seems very still.
Worked up quite a sweat there, but I feel great.
As she indicated, beads of sweat are clearly visible on Arachne's forehead. Despite this, she seems to be in excellent spirits, smiling widely and triumphantly. A similar expression graces Wakon's face as well, as he seems to have really grasped the true nature of this unusual battle and clearly quite enjoyed it. I understand your methodologies now. This all-sizing battle is fascinating indeed. Your needle has traced my very essence. Precisely. In the field of attire, that which is not shown is so much more important than that which is. Is that a chapter 13 premonition? Or foreshadowing? Light gives form to shadow, and that shadow often extends well beyond what the light illuminates. You brought me face to face with who I am, and I couldn't help giving my all to know and understand it. That's why, starting today, I shall regard you as my Arachne.
Pardon-moi, since this is all so sudden.
But then, it does only stand to reason that one would fall madly in love with me after seeing my true power in action.
No, this will never do. Spontaneity has done me in again. Curse my ample charms.
Is something the matter, my Arachne?
It's fine. Your bluntness had me flustered for a moment, but I do know that your affection extends to everyone. Yet, within your heart of hearts, I can see the tiniest, faintest trace of an old, deep scar.
Ooh, chapter 14!
Chapter 14, shadowing. What do you know, Wakon Tonka, Mugen?
And it is that hint of that old wound which truly brings out your charm, though I do wonder from whom that wound originates. As I have come to regard you as my Arachne, I shall address that wonder of yours in good faith. I have always striven to give my affection to everyone, in fair and equal measure. But there is one very notable exception. Okay, Wakon Tonka glances over you as he says this. I mean, obviously, but still, like, really? You looking at me? It's no longer just a glance. Volkan Tonka fully turns his body toward you, stepping in front of you and staring directly into your eyes. You stare back into his and can just barely make out in them a certain pained wistfulness. That exception, Arathan, is you. In this world, you and you alone pull my heartstrings tauter than anyone else. Painfully so.
Oh my gosh, everyone's betrayed the player.
Holy smokes! He said that with no hesitation. Did you guys hear that? What are you gonna say in response, Arathan? How do you feel? In front of all his peers, and with no mask to hide behind. Incredible! What is that facial expression is? As a fellow sports captain, I should be taking notes. I've never seen such boldness before.
Daisuke, don't! The kind of boldness is inappropriate behavior for an authority figure. You'll just get in trouble. And you two, you need to knock that off right now. He says they're leaving behind. I wanted this too.
Don't use an insult. So, this is what it's like for a natural-born player. His powers are irresistible. Arathan, you're doomed! Gunzo remains perfectly still, seemingly so shocked by Wakan's statement that he's now completely frozen in place. Now, just hold on a second, Wakan. Our hearts can't take this to say nothing for Arathan. Play bear, yeah. But I think I always knew somehow. He always did react just a little differently in his presence. Accepting the rejection, said.
Wait, are you saying they're in love? So are they going out now?
I'm sorry, but why is everyone acting so shocked? I'm not certain what any of you mean. Who's going out with whom? Single gang losing it, for real. I mean, mostly just Ishiguro and Gunzo. I would say normally Ishiguro would be the more extreme action, but, you know, Gunzo should have complicated feelings, even more so for Wakan. I believe I understand. After the all-sizing bell, the shape of the shadow within you is not quite as they have interpreted. It takes the form of guilt, or more properly, remorse. I know not the particulars of what has occurred, but is that the general assessment accurate, Wakan Tonga? Something about our past life? Or rather, inner soul. If I spoke of my past a bit, would you all mind hearing me out? Skip. Just kidding. Your past? Sure, I don't mind. I'm real curious. Just for him to go ahead. Give him head. Thank you for the head. When you, in this world, say you're going out with a special someone, you are ranking that person ahead of their peers. But the feelings I'm trying to express here are a bit different from that. That is not how I regard Arathan. And the reason is, it's not how I think. I have always lived by an all-for-all model, where everything is in balance. To me, you are all equally irreplaceable, equally dear. Arathan is just more equal. I strive not to rank anyone differently from anyone else. Or strove. As there is one person whom I cannot help but rank separately and unequally. A departed memory of this person sleeps within the pit of my soul, like the scar of a forgotten but ever-present old wound. So you see this person differently. When I try to remember the day I parted ways with him, my psyche always flees to some corner beyond those hazy recollections. What is with this music? It's not matching this theme. But there is a pain engraved upon my heart that I cannot escape, like the scars left behind from a lightning strike. And whenever I look at you, those scars begin to throb anew, Arathan. So I remind you of this person then. This pain I've been holding tight to my chest all this time. Could this be the love I've heard everyone speak of? Or is it something else entirely? I do believe I'd like to find out for certain.
Seems like this experience has touched upon something really delicate with you, yeah.
I see. So your deepest desire is to confirm whether or not this disruptive feeling is love. I think the solution to that is an obvious one. Why not simply try going on a date?
Duel. A date?
Konami Date?
Huh? I don't understand.
Is that really such a surprising thing to suggest? It is a natural thing to it is a natural choice to ascertain one's true feelings. From what I have seen, I believe you must have dated before, no? Worried about what to wear, what to give, and such? Of course, everyone has a different approach to dating. If you have not tried it, I do recommend it. You'll find your answers. I guess this will be the character quest material. Or rather, the special quest material. And so I believe that outfit you need right now is, let's call it, a game suit. Wear it on a date, and all will be clear. For you see, there is nothing I hate more than an ill-defined hazy shadow. May yours stretch far, and its edges be sharp. Yes, my Arachne. I shall accept your advice. So you're saying I should have an outfit for dating, just like I have a uniform for football? If so, then my dear Arachne, with your inimitable skills, well, that will be my request for you. Please take the passion and drive for football represented by my uniform and refocus it into an outfit suitable for dating. Yes, I can see it now. Yes! I will design a sports casual outfit for you. It is an older fashion, but I think it would suit you well. My instinct tells me that this fashion is coming around again, too, so it is only good sense to work with its bounds. Aren't we supposed to make clothing for everyone? What do you mean come around? You mean it's become trendy again? I am someone who lives on instinct, so it is often difficult for me to express my thoughts in a way others can understand. But I will try. Imagine, for example, that you're running a marathon on a track representing popular trends. And that is as far as I can describe as words. The rest can only be conveyed through my finished garments. Wait, what? I was expecting more. Works for me! Casual designs are best. If this outfit looks even half as good as you're thinking, maybe I'll order one too. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Let's all take pictures when it's done and share them on social media.
Looks like you've finally you've got one of those outfits planned out. How long do you think it'll take to finish?
Head back to the office, prepare the fabric, and the size of pattern in my mind already. Around 3 hours perhaps.
You can do it that quickly. This is hand-tailored, right? That usually takes way longer, doesn't it?
Even if I'm just sewing a dust cloth from Home Epic, it takes me a whole week. Generally, that would be a safer estimate. But this is your girl here. Quick turnarounds is my personal studio. Quick turnarounds in my personal studio are my specialty.
But if you go to your office and make it, then come back here. Won't it be a bit too late by then?
And that's precisely why you are here, Monsieur Sasagua. I leave the matter of transporting me to my office in your hands.
So that's how it is, huh? You are planning to use me from the very beginning, aren't you?
Good move, Arachne. We owe you one, Sasagua. Didn't he already teleport today? Is that his little once-a-day thing?
Alright. I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it. By the way, I've switched to my 5-star because I can't move in my 3-star, my variant. And I'm bringing a honey lemon drink with me for the road. At least one. Non-negotiable. They are.
Oh, no problem. We got a ton, so drink up. Have as many as you'd like.
That's what I'm talking about. This energy boost is just what the doctor ordered. What's wrong, Gunzo? You look really glum. It's not like you.
Oh, it's just... Don't you remember? Doesn't matter how nice the outfit she makes is. We won't be able to afford it.
Ah, crap, you're right. With all the excitement, I completely forgot that our services aren't going to be free.
Well,
there's still time. I'll go and knock out Waka and make him so easy that he'll forget he ever agreed to this.
Maybe don't do that. If you do, I think the whole situation is just going to play out all over again. Just leave that part to us, everyone.
may know a thing or two about negotiating. You'll learn a lot in this line of work. This kind of thing will be a piece of cake for us.
The teachers are helping. I love the teachers. The yoyogi teachers. I actually like them a lot more than the base Shinjuku ones, aka Jean and Triton. Like, Jean is whatever, and Triton was like pretty decent in his Raiders of Lost Element, but he kind of was like the Lost Relevance fast since that hasn't printed in a long time. I'm more of a fan of Sanryu, who's the new teacher, of course. Perhaps he's just better late game writing, but overall, I like the Yogi teachers a lot more. And I don't know anything about Boogeyman, so I'll tell you about that. Alright, we're going on to part 3 of episode 2. Let's do this.
This is the place. It really does take a lot out of me to do this much teleporting.
Very nice work, Monsieur Sasagwa. I must say, this ability of yours could truly revolutionize distribution.
Yeah. Doesn't this Akihabara, though? Where's your office?
It is just ahead. We are but a stone's throw from it. But I would like you to wait for me at this coffee shop. I'll contact you by phone when the outfit is complete. Is this Star Mighties? Isn't there anything we can do to help? Can't you hook up like Prez? Can't you hook you up like Prez, but still. Can we at least walk you to your office? Oh, no. 1,000 times no! My office is my sanctuary. It is a workshop for artisans only. Amateurs are never to set foot upon the premises. And with that, I bid you adieu. Please do be expecting great things when next you hear from me. Oh, and if you order any food or drink, please be certain to get a receipt. You will be reimbursed by Office Arachne later. Arachne loaded. Something seems fishy about all this, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get at least 7 bubble teas and maybe at least 3 slices of cakes. I feel like she's hiding something. Let's be careful not to overspend. Yeah, about that. After Arachne leaves, you and Sasagwa settle into a couple seats at the local coffee shop and wait for her to contact you as you max out her credit card. You order a couple hundred drinks at random so they don't kick you out, then watch as Sasagwa starts yawning and practically falling asleep on a chair.
Phew. We're finally free. Time to down some honey drink and just chill for a bit till Arachne's done.
Sasagwa, it's rude to be drinking inside a restaurant with drinks that came from outside. Nice work today, but don't forget, you gotta teleport us back too.
Don't you know I can only do that once per battle? I'll make it work. It's for friends, so one more jump ain't gonna kill me. The rest of the day is just gonna be Arachne making clothes, and once that's over, we get to go home for the night.
You think our outfit will go over well? I sure hope Walken likes it, but I can't help feeling a bit worried.
It's Arachne we're talking about, so it'll turn out just fine. Ever since I put on this suit, I've had every confidence in her.
I guess, you know, that suit is a constant reminder that, like, she's got skill, and he has reason to trust her friend, or his friend. You're not even worried one bit. What about before the suit, though?
I didn't really want to say anything, but I think that's what the crafter's guy was talking about with the other request.
Sasagwa gets an embarrassed look on his face and looks down at the table, absent-mindedly playing with his shirt cuffs.
I guess I might as well mention it now, since you're dense as fuck. When the decision was made to design the suit, I asked for something extra. I said that if I had to have a formal suit made for me anyway, I wanted it to be really charming. So I asked her to make it something I could show to you, and you tell me it looks good on me. Arachne wasn't fazed by that and just kept at it till it was done. But I feel like that's probably the other request, yeah?
That's the request, you think? The one Matsumara talked about.
I was shocked when I finally put this thing on. No matter what I do, it doesn't tear, get dirty, wrinkle, or even get in my way. And most importantly, it takes this little lazy bum and turns him into someone who can charm even a certain special someone. So I have faith in Arachne. She may be running on instinct right now, but it's gonna turn out great in the end.
She really is good at what she does. Has a genuine talent for it. I choose to believe in that anyways.
Wearing this suit has also made me want to get out of and do things rather than just sit around. And that itself is impressive.
Yeah, sharp dress, and you'll want to show it off. I think the expression is the suit makes the man.
I hope I can one day wear this, and then with you, Arthur. Wait, forget I said anything.
He's already way charming. Come on, let's give him some props for being extra charming with this tux, you know? Like, I think you're giving too much credit for his original clothing just because he liked how he looked. But I don't think finding any spare pair of trunks and some random ass neat shirt is gonna cut it for most purposes. So Salgo leaves his thought unfinished and takes a big noisy slurp of the honey drunk he ordered. Bub sip. You've been doing great, Sasagwa. Keep sucking just like that. We should hang out after the festival. We can go on a date ourselves. You speak these words, surprising even yourself with their boldness, but it seems none of them quite reach Sasagwa's ears. All four of them. For Sasagwa, still reeling at his own mild confession, has his ears set upon something else entirely. What's he looking at? Several hours later, after receiving word from Arachne that the outfit is complete, the three of you teleport back to your Yogi Academy. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I present to you my newest creation. Whoa, you really did make it back within only a few hours. So Wakon's new duds are in that case, huh? Of course they are, and of course I did. It's only natural that I would keep my word on such matters. So Sasagwa's suit was finished fast too. What is the secret of your quick work? To put it simply, I fully utilize the effects of the app. I first boot the app, then sew the clothes I have cut. Then I close the app and it returns to normal, whereupon I retrace my work. That's some interesting exploitation. So I perform practice stitching within the app space and use them as a blueprint for the final stitching outside of it. Oh, I see. So she doesn't have to be nearly as careful because she gets more practice. I think that's the idea she's going for anyways. Although usually I would presume that in order to use the app, you would need to be in a battle. It's yeah, and usually like, you don't technically need the app if you have natural powers like transients, but I guess if you want to play the game, then you would have the app, even if you do have natural powers. You see, even for one as brilliant as I, there must always be a practice stitch. I cannot jump straight to the final design. Pretty clever. Forget about all that. Just show us the app already. We've all been really happy to see it. Well, I certainly understand such desire, but when unveiling new fashion, one must always abide by the program. You've returned, my Arachne. I take it that my new attire is in your hands. It is indeed. So, shall we proceed to the unveiling? I trust the arrangements have been made per my earlier contact.
I've done just as you asked. Even the students are all on break from their respective sports clubs. Arrangements? Just what are you plotting here? The person who made the request is right in front of us. Wouldn't it be quickest for him to just to get changed and be done with it?
Nonsense, Monsieur Sasauga. It may be a single outfit, but it is still a new fashion statement and must be debuted accordingly. And there are procedures in place to be followed for such an occasion. But that part you may leave in my hands. You've already seen the art. I'm still getting pretty hyped up by it. You really know how to roll it up. Thank you, Minasan. Thank you for your patience. I am Arachne, and I welcome you to my impromptu fashion show. Please allow me to introduce your Academy's premier sportsman. Though there is only one outfit, I hope you are excited for it. I thought she was going to make outfits for everyone. And so, music. Start! With a snap of her fingers, the spotlight on her disappears, and some light, ambient music begins playing over the school's PA system.
Oh, what's this? There's some pretty class music she's got queued up.
That is not the right cue. It should be Q-U-E-U, not C-U-E. And she turned off all the lights too. I can't see a thing. What the heck is she planning? Wait, this atmosphere, this music, it can't be. It's just like a wrestler's first enters a ring. Okay, never mind, I think both cues would work. Oh, check it, it's Wakon. The spotlight's right on him. This is my client. He is known to regard everyone equally, with equal kindness and care. But worries do weigh upon him. And those worries pertain to the gap between him and his own heart. This unconditional care intercepted by another emotion. Unto him I have granted a new look, which shines bright. Gaze upon it, everyone. Gaze upon a fashion designed just for him. Looking spiffy. The challenge was to create something sports casual, but I've arranged it in a form appropriate even for everyday wear. The first thing to catch one's eye is the black parka, boldly cut sleeveless to emphasize the power of my client's arms. The basics of fashion dictate that black attire is easily missed at a glance, while bright colors actively draw the eye. Intent. Basics of fashion dictate that black facing, of course, his legs, and nothing else. His sport of choice is football, so every part of his this outfit is designed to show off his buffalo-like physique. So if any of you are, like, not fully fashion conscious, I do think Arachne might make some good points here. Given I'm learning. Like, I only heard it in passing, but I guess that's confirmation. You'll generally want to have the lights be something that attracts your eyes, and darks that would be just less focused areas. Generally, I like to wear darker clothes below and lighter clothes above, since I don't know. I guess I just have better shirt wear than short wear, and I'd rather focus my shirt wear as a result. but, you know. It's not every day you wear something like green shorts for a casual wear. In this case, Arachne makes it work. Canonically, canon music, like Homer Tiger's music. Yeah. The sport of choice is football, so every part of this outfit is designed to show off his buffalo-like physique. Such a sturdy build should not be hidden, but celebrated, and I believe my design practically shouts it from the rooftops. And I believe Arachne will be showcasing everyone's physique. So it doesn't really matter what the physique is, she just wants to expose it no matter what. Of course, much thought went into the materials as well. The cloth to use is thin, quick-drying, and extremely flexible. Able to withstand even the most aggressive activity. That is lovely to touch as well, which I urge you all to test for yourselves. With sports always at the forefront of his mind, my client now has an alternate to his uniform, both comfortable and stylish. Now, he can dominate each day like he does each game. I hope this outfit can be an inspiration for him to explore his new feelings. This has been a presentation by Arachne Group. All rights reserved. Please give this brave young man a round of applause. Everyone in chat, give him an applause. Or an applause emoji. Whew. So what do you think? How was it? Your praise is most welcome. Amazing! Just amazing! Gave me goosebumps. Walker looks really good in black. It gives him this kind of dark edge. The black lines on his shorts, too, really give him a lot of personality. Permission to touch. Yes, that's the important thing to remember. I was beaming at the sleeveless black parka. That's such a foul play, but I'm kind of in love with it.
Yeah, it's gonna work, that's for sure. Makes me want to go casual too. Anything that shows off our muscles is always gonna get high marks.
I was moved, so very moved. One day I too hope for such luxury. What about you, Wakantanka? Has my fashion found a place in your future retirement? I believe the heavy chicness of black will be making a comeback even in casual wear, so I sought to jump on board early. It is my hope that when wearing this outfit, it provides you with the drive you need to pursue this new emotion you feel. Chicness of black may come back even in casual wear. Alright. It is neither house rent nor a sports uniform, but attire for occasions when you need some help to stand your ground. My Arachne, you do have a truly mysterious power. You have seen into my soul and made me an outfit that perfectly reflects it. And it will definitely change my state of being. That which I've always hidden will be exposed for all to see. Oh? Is that a good thing? Or do you, too, feel it may be better for that which you have always hidden to remain as such? I can't deny that having those parts of me exposed scares me a little, but it also makes my heart beat faster. Waka waka. In the end, I really like this design of yours. I put my heart and soul into attaining this physique for football's sake. So thank you, my Arachne. Because of your attire, I believe there's a part of me just waiting to be discovered now. Oh!
That's awesome, Arachne. Nice job. You really do have some incredible skill.
Yes, thank you. I'm very pleased to hear your kind words. All of you. At any rate, that concludes the quality check. Next is the appraisal. The ballpark estimate is around a measly 10 million coin. Uh-oh, here we go. Just as I feared, we're actually a lot worse, since 10 million is kind of ridiculous.
Guess we gotta go with plan B. Out of the way, Gunzo. I'll suplex her into next week, and then
Cool your jets, Shigura. We're respectable citizens. We don't knock out people when they ask to be paid. I'm sorry, my Arachne. As I said before, I simply don't have that kind of money to give you. However, I do not plan to leave you unpaid for your work. One day, I swear to you, I will pay in full. Isn't there any way we can scrounge up the money for this? What if we all got part-time jobs? 10 million coins, though. We'd be working for a long time before we saw anywhere near that much. I can deliver newspapers while I'm out for my daily jogs. As long as we're in all this together, we can pull it off. Just for his one shirt, geez. My friends, Thank you so much. Maybe take a step back here for a sec. Can't just scrounge up that much. Why do I get the feeling I'm being framed as the bad guy here? I'm only asking for fair compensation.
You're asking too much, though. That's way too big a burden to put on these kids.
It's too much to even be negotiable. Think of how many rank battles you'd need to fight to make that much. Yeah, coin is generally not something you get from battles, except for coin skills. Did we make it on time? Sorry it took so long. It was more time consuming than expected to gather all this reference data.
Well, let's do the long faces, everyone. You look like you're at a funeral. Yeah.
Reference data? Well, Miniaki's art is to observe, I believe, and analyze. We understand your position regarding the money for this endeavor, and we have a proposal to address it. I appreciate your understanding, if nothing else. I'm not so fond of this bleak atmosphere myself.
So, what did you have in mind? Are you two gonna pay up on your students' behalves?
I'm afraid that would be impossible, particularly given the extremely high price tags. I guess no one grinds coin scalpels here. Well, what will you do then? I certainly cannot survive on no compensation at all. You're living the good life, I'm pretty sure, if you have your own studio. Unless there's a secret behind that we don't know. Arachne actually living in the dumps. Ugh. And the solution to that problem is right here. Take a look at these. Miniaki presents Arachne with a massive album overflowing with photos of the Academy students. What is that? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in those photos. Oh, flashbacks to that one time, what's called, some professor illegally took a bunch of photos for reference of their university students while naked, so that they could make the somatotyping theory of, like, you know, endomorphs versus ectomorphs. So not very kosher, but I'm getting vibes of that like this. Oh hey, this is the track and field race where I came from first. And it's another one. Hi, coming in first a lot, huh? And this is a shot when my team won first last month. Oh wow, and here's one of us winning from half a year ago.
And here's some of me. I remember this match. Fought the whole thing right here at the edge of the ring. And there are newspaper clippings and magazine reviews too. Everyone looks happy in these photos.
These students are clearly players of an extraordinary caliber. We are known for our exceptional sports ability and showmanship, and Rokan Tonka is regularly interviewed as our star athlete.
Of course, Kima, Daisuke, and the rest of these kids are no slouches either, and have promising futures all around.
I noticed that Ashigura and Kinzo was left out. The compliment is appreciated, but I can't figure out what those two are getting at. Have any clue? I'm afraid not. I have no idea where this is going. This academy has many, many more students with tremendous physical ability, and, moreover, you can stop right there. I already know what you're trying to tell me. You're suggesting that I not receive payment for my services, or rather become a sponsor for these youths, no?
Mingo, not a bad deal if you ask me.
Oh, that's quite the upsell. Wow, didn't even think that. These teachers are smart. They be big brain. They be mentors, except for Miniaki, but... so, that's the angle here. What would that entail for Arachne? Touché, teachers. Very well played. Honestly, do not even consider that. That's pretty big brain. Galaxy brain right there.
I don't understand. What's a sponsor?
I shall explain. To put it in the simplest terms, a sponsor becomes the corporate face of a talent. You will all continue to perform in your sports clubs as usual, but you will be wearing my clothes as you do so. Right. And so a lot of eyes will be on Arachne's clothes, generating buzz for her, at least in the world of sports. It would be good publicity. There is no question that with my design prowess, I could become a top-name brand in sportswear. Of course, she wants bigger, but, you know, she could do all sorts of things. I accept this offer. Let us proceed with the sponsorship deal. That is actually a really good... I was thinking they were about to rip her off. You can have all these precious photos of kids randomly. No. It was just a proof of concept that they actually did get a lot of media. Whoa, you sure it's okay? You made that decision very quickly. Well, she does want to make her own brand. This is what we call, in the business, an upfront investment. And this manner of aggressive investment is exactly the sort of business practice Monsieur Guillaume prefers. Thus, I should be able to bring Monsieur Guillaume on board, which would lower the risk to my office even further. The business minds are thinking. Man, I actually could think like that with money. I'm pretty bad with money, unfortunately. Not that I spend a lot, more like I just don't make a lot of money in general. Perhaps it was even expected of me to tend to such an offer myself. So I must thank you both for proposing it. I'm just glad we could work something out. I'll take care of the paperwork with the school board and such. Do you think they'll be okay with it? Sponsoring school sports club is not unprecedented. We've already had a number of students go pro and receive sponsorships deals in the past. This could even be seen as a valuable tool for preemptively endorsing students who are well underway to becoming pros. And to that end, I shall offer the outfit I have designed without monetary compensation. Thank you so much, my Arachne. I'll take good care of it. I'd rather you wear it every chance you get. Show the public how well suited my attire is for everyday use. Wow, this is great, Wakan. I'm actually a little jealous. You get to have an amazing new outfit for free, basically. But as I'm an official sponsor now, you may all request commissions from me under the same terms when the time comes. Seriously? So we get to wear cool duds like those two sometime? I thought she was supposed to make them in the first place, but okay. Oh, that's so awesome. I want something with a baseball motif for sure.
And I like something too. Maybe a nice summer loincloth to wear while I'm in the ring.
Do wait for such requests, please, until my brand has been properly established. My skill can only carry me so far, and my time is quite limited at the moment. That is true, since she is her own tailor as well as a fashion designer. Very cool, Miyaki and Varga. The group collectively burst out laughing at this proclamation, suddenly realizing how complicated things have become, and what a strange set of circumstances it was that led them here. And a short distance away, the teachers look on at the crowd of happy faces, glad to see that their idea panned out just as they thought it would. They're the best teachers. So, shall we go, you two? I'm certainly quite exhausted, and would like nothing more than to turn in early tonight.
I'm right there with you. There's no place I want to be right now, more than all tucked in under my covers. Hold up just a sec, will you? Got one more thing to ask you.
Oh? What is it, pray tell?
Come on, Daisuke. No need to be shy. Get out from behind me and say your piece.
Daisuke peeps out from behind Varga's back, having been completely hidden from view until now. I'd like to become a pro wrestler in the future and, pardonnez-moi, but I cannot hear you. Would you please speak a little louder? I'm saving my money, so please, designer lady. Alright, that's right, he's a professional wrestler, so he should actually makes pretty coin himself. Please make matching outfits for me and my soul brother, and I'll keep on giving my all to my wrestling until then. Thank you! Is that actually gonna happen? I don't think he actually has a skin for that. After screaming this at an uncomfortably loud volume to make up for his prior mumbling, Daisuke turns beet red, spins on his heels, and dashes off down the hall. Arachne, who should still be reeling from the awkward suddenness of it all, instead reacts with a massive smile. Oh dear, such passion. He makes me want to help him right away. Guess he'll be a future client for sure. Or not. Congrats, Arachne. I must say, this is the first time my attire has been so in demand. It is invigorating.
I swear, that Daisuke is such a handful sometimes. Why couldn't he have asked that himself? Why do you need me? Oh, I guess that Arachne lady is quite an intimidating gal, so I can see being a little off-put. More to her than meets the eye, I think. Like lots of my own students.
Quite right, Mr. Varga. We'll just need to wait and see what lurks within her. Or rather, you will. Because ultimately, this is your fight, isn't it, Aerthan? If you need anything, my infirmary is always open to you. If you have any worries at all, please feel free to drop by and discuss. Well, things might get a little crazy from here on. I'll do my very best, though.
Whatever, can we go now? I'm feeling so exhausted I feel like I'm going to fall asleep right here if you stick around any longer. They are.
Sasago falls on his back as he says this, so forcefully as to send shockwaves through the school grounds, but there is some relief in his voice. We're having successfully completed one leg of this fashionable mission at long last. The only problem now is, there's still a lot more to go, and the clock is ticking. And what awaits our heroes at the end of their struggles could be glory, or it could be shame, only time will tell. The adventure to conquer the Tokyo Mode Collection challenge has only just begun. Okay, we'll be moving on to episode 3, part 1 now. We'll finish up with episode 3. So what I originally had in mind was what exactly... Oh, never mind. Save the thought. The third day of the event begins, and you arrive at what's quickly becoming the usual meeting spot in front of Shinjuku Station to rendezvous with Arachne. There's no waiting on your part this time, as she's already there when you arrive, standing expectantly in a very nice sophisticated business suit. So nice, in fact, that it's drawing the attention of everyone passing by. Even fashion models would struggle to compete. But yeah, I was just thinking that maybe what Amatsumaro was getting at with his original request, as Sasago was hinting, was not what I originally had in mind about meeting the creator, or rather meeting the person who's going to wear it, but rather meeting the desire of who they want to wear the clothing for. So maybe it's going to be like that. We'll see. Good morning. You're sure here early. Or am I late? No. You're right on time. I just arrived a tad ahead of schedule. Wow, surprising. Thanks to the students yesterday, my inner fashion overflowed from within me, as did other things, and I could not sleep a wink. You're running on no sleep. That's no good. Sleep is essential. Your inner fashion asks too much for you. It is an unavoidable thing, as far as I am concerned. It is my destiny, having decided to live for fashion. But enough about sleep. I procured us breakfast sets once more. Today, I selected bagel sandwiches. And of course, for Monsieur Sasagua, I made certain to choose the high-grade honey sandwich. Oh, that's nice of her. Oh, she's got fat wallets, so whatever. This has got to be appreciative, I guess. Oh, but he is not with you. Have you heard from him? Is he running late this morning? Oh yeah, about that. I got a call earlier. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hello, my liege. Terribly sorry to contact you so early in the morning. It's your lovely Hawkman. What was oh, ho, ho? I'm afraid the sloth who lives underground has fallen quite ill with fever, to the point of collapse and... You want to talk? No, I will not give you the option, the phone. You are to rest and recover, right this instant. Eek!
Hey, sorry, but I'm gonna need the day off today, Arzen. Look after her acting for me, okay? I'm sure he'll do just fine without me. Sasagua! Speak to me, buddy! Hey, here, I've got some honey sweets for you. Come on!
My apologies, liege, but I must cut our conversation short. Oh, Sasagua. Schlottel, go get him an ice pack, quickly.
Lazy good-for-nothing
So-and-so won't lift a finger when I tell him to, but he'll go gallivanting off to fashion shows. Well, maybe you should let him be a majority stakeholder in your own company. Huh? Perhaps his very selves have gone on strike due to his inactions these last 2 days, running so counter to his indolent nature. Well, it's just paying a visit, but I suspect we would only cause further trouble for his caretakers. So let us instead do our best to have a productive day, and report our success to Monsieur Sasago afterwards. That's Spirit Arachne. Let's make the lazy old lug proud. Episode 3, with bated breath. Ooh, updated background. I mean, yes, we've seen this background before, but I'm pretty sure this background didn't exist when Fashionista first came out. So, tell me, what sort of school is it that we're headed for today? This seems to be a more proactive question than usual from Arachne, with the sense that she's generally interested in learning the answer to it. I was quite inspired by the heavy sports focus shared by the student body at yesterday's outing. So naturally, I should know what sort of wondrous inspiration I can expect from today's school visit as well. I know one of the students was wearing a habit when we spoke with them before, so there's much to look forward to. Wearing a habit? What does that mean? Like the Nyama Academy in Shibuya. You'll find inspiration there for sure. Oh, is it one of those, like, religious clothing things? So, it is the Kanyama Academy we are headed to then. I've looked into that school a bit. It is most unusual for a school within an abbey to have an arts department, and I do quite admire their uniforms. They have uniforms? They're quite school uniforms, with all their specifications is a designer's dream. I have to challenge it myself someday. Nun's habit. I guess that's what it is, but I don't usually, use the word habit to describe clothing, so... I feel like I've never heard of that word before, but for some reason it seems in my mind appropriate to describe whatever the nun is wearing. Perhaps while making clothes today, I will try to appeal to those in charge, so I may bring that dream one step closer to reality. Yes, for the fashion trends that are sure to come, and for the establishment of my glorious brand. Like the hood. Oh, I see. So it's just the hood part, not the whole thing. Well, there's a church too. We've got lots of angels. I'm aware. And I hear too that they hold Eden-style weddings in the chapel on the premises. I'm quite fond of Eden-style bridal dresses. They are made with many frills and much lace, and sparkle so brightly. Of course, wedding dresses from every world have their charms. The white kimono from the land of Oa is particularly cute, no? And a tuxedo with a patterned hakama for the groom is also quite wonderful in its simplicity, highlighting the fabric pattern. Hold on, I need to reread this stuff. Not that it's important, but I'm actually generally interested in like fashion details. So working on my own fashion. Tuxedo, hakama. I have no idea what hakama is, so. Okay, so I think what she's trying to say is if you have a more subdued kind of fashion tailoring or stitch, you can better highlight the actual pattern of the fabric itself. Imagine having one's wedding in such a place, with angels blessing it personally. Is that not an idyllic dream? Oh, is that what you're getting at? Sounds pretty idyllic indeed. Of course, there's so many people who do not hold wedding ceremonies at all, for one reason or another. But personally, I think it would be marvelous to hold a free ceremony, where the wedding party can wear whatever they wish. Perhaps a white kimono and bridal dress together. You and Arachne continue to discuss wedding fashion while walking from the station to Daikanyama Academy. And before you know it, you've arrived. Your mention of angels remind me. I've received clothing commissions from an angel idol in the past. Oh, Gabriel. I've never met her, however. I was simply given photos and measurements, but I did enjoy it, though her orders were many. And it was so rewarding to see her wear so many of my outfits. Let's say even a large crowd. I was captured by the live broadcast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that the rocker fucking goth thing designed by Arachne? Gabriel has this one suit of clothing that's kind of extreme out there, and it's like, there was never really a proper explanation for why it was like that, but is that where it came from? Did Arachne design that? You can almost picture it. Tell me more. Well, it was around Christmas, and I believe there was a Santa race. It was, oh my god. And I believe there was a Santa race occurring at the same time. But that is not important. As I say, time waits for no one, and there's no use chasing water under the bridge. If I remember, I'm gonna go show you guys the skin by Gabriel after this. For the present, it is time for only fashion. Let us accomplish our goals again today, with grace and aplomb. Somebody might say hi. Keep gaslighting girl boss. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the drop. Arachne proceeds onward with her head up and her spirits high, belying the hard work and exhaustion of the last 2 days. Yeah. Well, as someone who's used to posturing, she would also be good at hiding her exhaustion. I do not see anyone at all. Unlike you, Yogi Academy, it is completely quiet. Are they fully on break, perhaps? That was such a terrible skin. That was my fucking Arachne didn't even exist back then, so they kind of just retcon and say, yeah, that terrible skin was by her. we'll go look at it after I start. The chapel doors are open. Okay, let us not waste this chance. Let's hurry inside. I must confess, I do not typically have the chance to meet their angels, and I'm very curious about the makeup of the rings. Yeah, more so a practical thing than something fashion forward. You got angels right here. Wait, aren't they? Those are angels? Those men in very, very tight bodysuits. Mon Dieu! I don't even know what to say. Those suits leave so little to the imagination, yet I cannot look away. Okay, please. Thank you, Arachne, for addressing the elephant in the room of how terrible those angel uniforms are, and yet, like, 90% of the student body wear them in Daikanyama. How's there room for the wings to poke through them? How do they even get those bodysuits on? Oh, I have so many questions. Now, their excuse for it was like function over form or something like that, and it would let them move their body more freely. But come on, yeah, we know that's really fun. It's just to showcase their body without showcasing their body. They gotta do it in better right now. Oh crap! Arachne, stop! Fly away, angel dudes! Fly away while you can. Barely able to contain the excitement in her voice, Arachne unsteadily approaches the two angels guarding the entrance.
Hey, good to see you again. What brings you here, Arthur? And who's this?
Ryan being the angel captain. There's too much I need to know. I cannot control my appendages. They are shivering with anticipation.
I'm going to have to ask you to halt there. Only school staff and authorized guests may proceed any far.
Up close, I can see even clearer what the remarkable texture it is. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
What do you think you're doing?
She's asking whatever anyone else wants to ask. Yeah, I mean, we usually don't ask when we say, "Oh yeah, look at all these funny skins," but thankfully there's someone who's actually very conscious about what people are wearing.
Stop what are you doing?
I suggest you not resist, or I may have to get a bit rough with you. Arachne is channeling her inner dummy mommy. Arachne continues to poke and prod at the angels' butts, completely ignoring their objections. She alternates between testing various aspects of their feel and elasticity, and jotting down whatever information these tests reveal to her in a notebook. This cloth is truly extraordinary. I've never encountered such a material before. That's cloth? I thought it was spandex or some shit. It is no wonder that the fit is so precise. And furthermore...
I'm afraid you leave us no choice. This stops now, huh?
The angel directs a spear at the prodding intruder, only to find that she's no longer there.
Where did she go?
They're not just tight, but skin tight. No matter how much I pull, they always snap back. Such remarkable elasticity.
Stop! You mustn't pull anymore. If you do...
The flesh within is squeezed so tightly it constricts the blood vessels, conditioning the body to work even harder. And on the back, what is going on with the wings? Rip Captain. What? No. Is that really how they let through? How are they let through? Please, you must tell me. This material, is this that product of Eden that I've heard so much about?
I don't know, okay? Can you just get those 8 supple legs of yours out of our business already?
Arachne, this is going a bit too far and deep and fast and thick and long. Absolutely no touching the angels, or no more touching them anyway. You realize your admonishment comes a bit late, since Arachne has already quite thoroughly and comprehensively examined the outfits of the 2 angel guards. And it's of that moment that the situation suddenly takes a turn. A wall of flame surrounds the angels, then in the blink of an eye, they're both gone. What? Where did that fire come from? Who's there? Whosoever interferes with my fashion research will be... Arachne can't quite seem to find the words to finish this sentence, as she notices something even more unexpected once the flames dissipate. It's Sabonia. Oh no, it's just more angels. What in the world? It's unclear when exactly they got here, but the 2 of you are now completely surrounded by a rather large number of angels. Please do not tell me, did I unconsciously do something unacceptable once again? Unconsciously, right? That's a great big yes indeedly do. Before anyone had a chance to stop you. I do feel bad for those angel guards.
Well, what do we have here? I'm told that there's a suspicious person at the front gate, and I should come immediately. I'll need to find a familiar face along for the ride. Would one of you mind explaining what happened here?
The easiest summary is that I saw an unusual material, and let's say my fashion senses went into overload. Sorry, Zelania. Arachne, you apologize too. Our behavior was reckless and improper.
Your apologies noted, but an official report has been filed, so I would ask you please come with me for questioning.
It is clear from the look on Zabani's face that he would prefer not to take you in, but it is his duty to do so. As such, he leads you and Arachne into the academy for a statement. After taking your statements, the 2 of you are escorted to a sort of waiting room. A short while later, a number of people enter to speak with you. Greetings. I come bearing tea. I hope it suits your tastes. Oh, thank you. I have caused much trouble for others again, it would seem.
You sure did give us quite a start. When I heard the report from Zvanya, I just about fell out of my chair.
My humblest apologies to you all. I can only hope that you'll forgive me for these transgressions. I'll take partial responsibility as well. I'll apologize to that captain later.
The victims are willing to overlook this as nothing more than a spider bite, particularly since this young lady is your friend. But considering how great of a disturbance you two caused, we cannot in all good conscience let you off the hook completely. So you have two options. Torture from Zivania, or that's a bit extreme, or volunteer at work at a later time. Which will it be?
Torture? No. I choose volunteer work, s'il vous plaît. I've had enough of being tied up back in my homeworld. Huh. Oh yeah, well, her and what's her face? The person who turned her to a spider.
I see. In that case, we will assign you to sort and mend the clothing donations you've received. That just leaves you then. Which option better suits you, Arthur? If it's the latter, we will assign you to cleaning and laundry duties at Zibania's boarding house when you're next available.
Let it get quiet. Zibania's torture, please!
I'm joking. You're joking. Now, if you really are interested, I'll be certain to let Zibania know.
Actually, I would very much like to be involved in sorting and mending your donated clothing items, if it would be alright.
Truly? You're requesting this of your own volition. The captain did say we're short-handed right now, but nonetheless.
As I was unable to restrain myself and create a problem for you, it is only right I do something to make amends. But even beyond that, I have a personal interest in the old clothing of Shibuya, where so many angels dwell. Particularly in regards to that fabric, which I simply cannot identify. It is such a unique material here in this Tokyo.
Well, I can't exactly say where it's from, but that uniform is designed for security. Makes pat-downs a whole lot easier.
Did he say uniform? Is that a standard uniform? How? How very novel. Très magnifique. All that aside, the bottom line is, this matter is closed now. Oh wait, the door's not.
All that matters is, the bottom line is, this matter is closed now. Just see to it that you don't make the same mistake again, okay?
Of course. When it comes to clothing, I often find myself losing my head like that. And that, indeed, will never do. I shall endeavor to make a speedy escape should an urge overcome me yet again in the future.
Well, I'll give you that much. You sure aren't the average designer. Got a real adventure spirit, you know.
So, what is it that brings you here to Takanyama Academy? If there is any way we can be of assistance, you need only ask. Is the answer not obvious? For what other reason would a fashion designer come than to discuss commissions? Commissions? As an order made, but the only one here who may have placed such an order would be. Ah, I see, I think I understand. I will summon the appropriate party. If you'll please wait for just a moment, talk about Gabriel. As soon as she says this, Maria bows politely, then hurriedly scampers out of the room. I appreciate this prompt assistance. It seems we may yet be able to achieve our goal today without further issue. After a few minutes, the pitter-patter of scampering feet once again draws near. Two pairs this time. My apologies for the wait. I brought with the person most suitable to discuss the matters with you. Yoo-hoo! Sorry for the stealth mode. When it comes to clothes here, I'm your girl. You can call me, Mystery Sister. So, what's this about commissions? I don't remember placing any. I usually change after I head out of the studio. Doesn't matter though. He came all this way, so I'll do whatever I can to accommodate you. Okay, Maria, what gives? Why is the designer from the show here at our school? Wait, you have no commissions from her? And why are you here exactly? This angel is, of course, most fabulous, but my business day is with your torture specialist I met the other night. The one with my avant-garde hip windows, who hid in the corner of my shop despite his extraordinary physical beauty.
Could he be referring to? No, there's no chance of that.
I'm still reeling over avant-garde hip windows. Torture specialist from the other night. That can only be Zibania, right? Yes, that was the name. He seemed to be in need of assistance with his tire at the time.
What he really needs, assistance with his stubbornness. But yeah, Claude's had his problems since before that.
So that is why I have come. May I ask where the Sabania fellow is right now? I would very much like to speak with him. Lord Sabania would be on guard duty at present, safeguarding the church grounds for a ceremony that's underway.
Excellent.
Then shall we pay him a visit and get today's work concluded in short order, Aerthin? Hey, you're the boss. Where's my zap torture? You're really hoping for it, huh? When did that emoji start existing? What the fuck is that? To get crying while spying? I beg your pardon, Lady Arachne, but Lord Zavani is currently engaged in his professional duties. He is not to be disturbed. Then hips don't lie, yeah. Yet again, hips don't lie, Zavani. He takes his work very seriously. If you try to pull him away from it, you'll just end up getting burned. Literally.
You youngsters are sure proactive, though. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. But these two are right. Plus, your escapade at the gate is still fresh in everyone's mind. Any more trouble, and you might get tortured for real.
Oh, I see. My apologies for that. And I thank you for the word of warning.
Would it be possible for us to wait here until his duty shift has ended?
You sure are pushy. Not that I'm one to talk, I suppose. Besides which, I guess you kind of have to be in your line work. Oh, Maria, sweetie. Yes? What is it? Your tea is simply divine. If it is alright, I would love to ask about what brand you use later. Oh, thank you very much. I am happy to get you another cup. Do you have any preferences in regard to sugar or cream? I'm afraid I cannot drink much tea or coffee in one sitting. I simply wish to learn how to steep such delicate tea myself.
Now that we've relaxed a bit, would you care to explain why it is that you are seeking a commission from Lord Zavania?
Well, I should think that would be obvious. It is to get him to wear an effort of my design, so I can complete a certain task. How would that be obvious?
Huh?
Well, it's not as blunt as last time, but still not a very good option. Let me explain. Fade to black. You bring the others up to speed on the current predicament, using language a bit clearer and more to the point than Arachne's dubious proclamation.
I see. I think I get the gist of what you're saying. To summarize, Arachne has undertaken a challenge to help determine why her clothes aren't selling despite their quality.
That is correct. My clothing is made from the finest materials and processes. As a professional, I take great pride in that. Which means there must be another factor causing my garments not to sell. And I am visiting each school to find out what it is. Yeah, it seemed Gabriel seemed to notice something last time since she left in quite a hurry suddenly after talking with Arachne. Or rather, after Arachne said something. On that note, you there. Who? Me? Yes, you. You cannot hide that aura of yours. I know you're the one who told everyone to leave after I recommended that vest. The question is, why? Why were you so unwilling to see that vest tried on? Well... That's a good question. Arachne turns to face Gabriel, pleading look replacing the fire that had heretofore been clearly present in her eyes. Gabriel's eyes, however, meet this with an entirely different look. A distant, drifting gaze, indicative of one who would really rather not answer the question she's just been asked. Pardon the interruption, but may I feel this one? There's much more going on with Lord Zavania than you may be aware. Now that you say as such, I did something unusual about him. His steadfast refusal to even consider fashion, and his general disdain for style, rang like an ironclad resolution of sorts.
Quite right. Not long ago, he may have considered it, but he has become quite stubborn of late, much as he was in the past.
He was so fun to hang out with before. I remember watching him on Halloween. Kiss! Mwah! Mwah! That did happen. That's true. Up until just a little while ago, we went along with a lot of different things. But recently, Lord Zabani has had many moments of discomfort. It is as if he shut himself off again. Is this character development from Zabani, the plainest character in the entire series? Oh? An awkward sound unfolds as everyone stares deeply into one another's eyes. It is Arslan who breaks the sound, lifting his head to speak.
It's about time for him to report in and go on break. So now's your chance to ask him about all this face to face.
As if on cue, the quietude of the room is disrupted by the sound of several knocks on the door. Alright, moving on to part 2 of episode 3. Let's do this.
Pardon the intrusion. I've concluded my duties watching over the wedding ceremony, so...
At long last, he has arrived. Now come hither, and tell me what clothes you desire.
You're the one who was taken in for questioning earlier, no? What do you mean by clothes I desire? And why is it the atmosphere in this room is so tense? Tough to explain. Well, I suggest you just roll with it and accept that you're gonna have to have one outfit made just for you. What? I'm sorry, but I'm just very confused right now.
I believe that's about enough, Lord Arslan, Lady Arachne. Don't you think you're both being a bit overbearing? I want to see him in a bunch of cute outfits too, but forcing him into them against his wishes just ain't fair. Yes, here is.
I agree. When dealing with someone like this, being a little... I agree, but when dealing with someone like this, being a little pushy may be the only way to get anything done, right?
Yeah. Like, there's like, what's it called? Consent and waiting for the other person to, you know, give the affirmative and all. But some people, including myself, oftentimes get stuck on their feet, drag their feet, and can be stuck with just thinking about what decisions to make, and that they end up not making any decisions. So sometimes an external push is what you, like, people like that would need to get anything done. Are you asking moi? Because, as much as I am loath to admit it, forcing one's will on another is not good. It is a last resort.
I'm sorry, but I'm really lost here. I can't read the room at all. Can you tell me what's going on, Earthen?
I don't blame you, it's out of hand. Sorry for the confusion. Allow me to explain for like the third or fourth time.
I see. Now I understand. This is a follow-up to the discussion from the other night. Yeah, I know how this goes against your nature. But would you consider having one thing made for you, just this once? Lord Ursulon. I know a bunch of us are joking about it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see you let loose with some fancy new duds. You've got yourself on too short a leash. You live in your own shadow, sealed up inside yourself, and nobody wants that. I'm terribly sorry, but as I said previously, I do not feel there is any necessity whatsoever to dress me up this body of mine. My clothes exist solely to communicate my duties, nothing more. And to that end, the uniform I now wear is all that I need. It is everything. I neither require nor desire anything else.
But you might end up really liking it. You never know. You're so cool, Lord Zabania. I'm sure if you tried it on... Ignoring for a moment the desire of Lady Arachne to make this outfit, I believe there is no harm in having everyday housewear. Right! Save your uniform for work time. Besides, think of summer school and Halloween. You had all fun then, right? The callouts to his previous features.
Certainly, those are very fond memories when I was actually relevant. But they are fondest because they stand out. They are apart from everyday life. On Halloween, it was my duty to bring comfort to those who had fallen into purgatory, and I did my utmost to fulfill that. But the idea that I should enjoy myself like that every day is another thing altogether. I judge and torture others for the sins they have committed. As long as I continue in that capacity, I wish to do everything in my power to maintain my focus, sans distraction. And this uniform ensures that I am always reminded of that role in which I take such pride, and the sin that accompanies it.
Zabania, you truly are a stern, devoted man. Look at Zabania's puppy dog eyes. Lord Zabania, I think you've misinterpreted me. But I'm kinda at a loss on how to get across what I'm trying to say. I just can't find quite the right words. It's always like this, and I just don't know why.
Yes, I thought for sure you'd find that loose, but it seems the guard at the front door is a bit too strong. A shame, really.
Oh dear, so that's how it is then. I've come to see your inner self more and more clearly as we speak. Yeah, it seems she was analyzing him the entire time, not just hearing him out. And my eyes never deceive me. What I see is not clothing, but implements of bondage. Oh yeah, he does like being restrained and tortured, as his cut implies. I think he also mentioned in chapter 4 or something that he only deserves torture. He's always been the BDSM guy, but since he doesn't really have a super strong relevance, it's not really showcased as much as it could be. Clothing that restricts, that traps you. Oh, okay, that's not right. I guess he does got a decent amount of appearances. It's just, I don't know. He himself is very plain, and despite his BDSM affinity. Like, Fenrir gets it out across more explicitly, I think. That is bondage, and that is itself a perfectly viable form of fashion. Clothing that restricts you, that traps you. Yet even with a fashion dedicated to binding the body, clothing which binds the soul should never be. I have always felt that one's clothing should unlock within its wearer happiness, discovery, and the possibilities of a new self. But it should never hold the wearer back. And that goes against the very nature of fashion and all the diversity it represents. Yeah. Fashion should lure out the shadows within one's soul. It should elevate them and make them known, not suppress them. Keep your ears open. She's not all talk here. This is real about the benefits of fashion. Arachne, I don't really get what you before, but I'm starting to understand now. Like, I used to be the kind of person who just didn't really think about what they put on. And, you know, they weren't always for the best reasons. Part of it was laziness, other was just practicality, or what I told myself was practicality. But deep down, there's also part of me that just was like a resignation to me not being able to dress finely, among other things. And I don't know. You got to put more effort into your fashion to really make yourself shine, and to see that yes, you too can indeed be quite the fashion star. I didn't really get you before, but I'm starting to understand now. Is this the heart of a designer? Mr. Torture Man, that outfit does look quite nice on you, but that is all. There is no depth. There is no meaning. I'm sorry, but I really don't understand a thing you're saying. Even I do not quite understand my own words, but if you listen not with logic but with your heart, you will. I say no, not nonsense and to being out of style, but most of all, I say it to any fashion that belies one's true self. And I can bring unto you a healthier fashion that allows you to fly free. My fashion, that of my own creation. With that said, people like Arachne, although they do have good intentions, they can also be the people that push you away from doing your own fashion. Namely because of that fucking price tag. Like, another reason why I didn't really invest in fashion for a long time is also because, like, oh no, that's only for the wasteful and those who spend too much money on things that aren't needed. And there is truth to that still, but, you know, you can still find yourself something affordable and looks nice, but yeah, Arachne does go a bit over top with the price tags.
This could be a good opportunity for a Housamo. Think about it. I already thought you changed, or at least that you could change. I don't think I was wrong about that. I must beg for your forgiveness, then, Lord Aslan, for I simply have no desire to dress upon any regular basis.
Man, I'm really tired of you being such a stick in the mud. Same. Can't you just try to be stylish for once and see if you like it? Hello, Earth's Arachne. Alright, let's do the alt sizing battle already. Oh, sweetie, I like the sentiment, but time is simply not right yet. This may sound a bit cocky, but do hear me out. The act of sizing differs quite significantly from one garment to the next. The important thing is to get the right measurements. And this becomes especially true with all sizing battles. If the conditions are not perfect, they have little value. So you're saying... I'm saying that without consent from the opponent, an all sizing battle like we fought before simply cannot occur. I tried to think too hard about my clothing. My grandma figured out my style better than other people. Of course, we also adopt our styles based on what people tell us to wear and have inspired us, but we should also take the time to reflect on what we wear, and if you generally find the person in the mirror in front of you attractive or not. Like, that's the goal, at the very least. If not try to make yourself attractive to other people, then at least make yourself attractive to yourself. I know that might not be a thing that most people can do who are heterosexual, but I mean, I know my audience right now, so at least do it for yourself. I know that you can like yourself in that way, if you put in the effort.
If this is the only thing you needed from me, then I'll be taking my leave here, as I must return to my duties. Please, shiraimasu. Now, let's not be so hasty. Come, there's time before you need it. Wanna play some chess with me,
Oh, I'd like to sing a duet with you, Lord Zbanya. What do you say? Let's raise the roof from the top. La la la, la 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 la.
Lord Arsalan, Lady Gabriel, please separate yourselves from me. I must be off the next task.
What should we do? Well, it's clear he won't budge on his lack of desire to wear anything casual, even at rest. So perhaps take another approach. For example, since Lord Zbanya is so dedicated to his duties, perhaps you could find a new one for him to undertake. Oh, that is actually quite a novel idea. What sort of assignment could I present to him, though?
Why? You can't leave that part... Oh, why, you can leave that part to me.
I'm trying to remember his voice. Wow, I did not sense your presence at all, and those chains upon your bosom are so wonderful and mysterious. Who are you?
Dakara nasai. Well now, thanks very much, young lady. Having my chains praised so makes me feel like today's gonna be my lucky day. Haha.
My Lord Azazel, I didn't know you were here. You have an idea on how to solve this little roadblock of ours? That I do. The teacher's come to the rescue again. If he only values clothes as representation of his duty, then what about, say, when he officiates a wedding? Ooh, that is a very good point. The priest officiating a wedding must be dressed for the part. Perhaps a wedding theme would do. Bingo. I'm the one officiating weddings at the chapel right now, and while I have no problems taking on that duty by myself, having someone else I could tag in case of emergency would be nice. But Lord Azazel, Are you saying you won't take requests from me? Is it because I'm an angel who fell from grace? My heart aches at this realization. Oh, no. That's not what I... The bait has been set and bitten. That's some fine thinking there, Azazel. If everyday housewear is gonna work, then why not try business attire? But Lord Arsalan, is it really okay to assign a torture specialist like me to oversee the happiness of others? I'd rather think it's not just okay, it perfectly fits you. You, who knows Sid better than anyone, atoning for it through ceremony. If you think about it, marriage is just two imperfect sinners being bound together by a set of vows. And since you're someone who knows your own sins and indiscretions well, you have what it takes to tolerate those of others. At least, that's what I think. I think you have what it takes. I believe in you, Zvanya. Time to gaslight. You will want clothing after all. Azazel was a 100 skill conversation. So you will really entrust me such an important duty to me. Father Zvanya, one day, maybe, you can even officiate my wedding. I would love to get married to you. If you have such faith in me, Master Azan, then I... Wait, what did you just say? No, I'm certain I must have heard incorrectly. You couldn't have possibly said what I think you said. Well, since you now find yourself with a new duty as officiating priest, I believe you'll require a formal suit, no? Indeed. And as the different worlds have many different types of ceremonies, something simple and adaptable would be best. So of course we're gonna make you a harness. But of course, even the most hardened pros get their start on dust clothes. There's a time and place for everything. And so, now that a commission has officially been made, the wait is over. It is time for an all-sizing battle. All-sizing battle? You'll take my measurements during combat. That's a rather novel approach, I must say. Says one who does combat wearing a leotard, or whatever that is. I will not simply measure your body, though, but your everything. All will be laid bare. The Gem suit, yeah. Everyone else present is to participate as well. Your actions, your way of fighting, your very nature. I will measure it all. Well, everyone seems eager to be hit. Oh, but wait. Is there not a great discrepancy in the numbers between our two sides? I've forgotten that Monsieur Sasalgo is absent. Well, no matter. We must move forward. Arthur, sweetie. Gotta do what we gotta do. Aren't we a little outmatched, though? Can't someone just cheer us on instead? I'm terribly sorry to have gotten mixed up in such a tussle, Lord Azazel. Think nothing of it, Maria. It was my choice to come and see off our torture angel on his new journey. There's nothing to worry about anyway. That designer's gonna make something real good. I just know it. Oh, Gabriel, you're so upset before the day before yesterday. Have you had a change of heart? I sure have. Taking all this over made me realize our designer friend here is the real deal. I don't entirely understand how we got here, but if you're saying we need to fight, then that's all I need to know. Indeed, Lord Arsalan. Let's show off our fruits of our daily training. Yes, hit me harder. Just like that. But no, you two, that we will not hold ourselves back. So I do hope you'll find yourself regretting this choice. Before we begin, however, might I inquire as to your name? I am Arachne, top class, super elite, groundbreaking, bigger than life fashion designer, and I am very pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Shall we then, Lady Arachne?
Oh man, that crusty ass 5-star art that got a figurine for some reason.
Torture Specialist Zabani enters the fray. May you escape my flames unconsumed.
The all-sizing battle begins, and the gorgeous victory shall be mine. Alright, we're waiting for the after battle, I guess. They didn't even discuss payment at all, but now that I think about it, I guess Gabriel is kind of loaded being a pop idol, so I'm sure they'll be able to afford it. The red hues of fire and the silver glint of thread are dancing together in the sky. It's breathtaking. Her time in the all-sizing battle up, Gabriel marvels at the sight before her eyes as she watches her companions finish their unusual duel. Flames cut through the sky, one after another. Arachne wraps each one in silver threads, incorporating it into her own movements. If the all-sizing battle against Wakantanka were to represent machine sewing, then the battle against Zabania is like a textile work by comparison.
Your unusual, abstruse movements are firmly keeping me on my toes during the skirmish. Your skill is most impressive. I'm so sorry to have held myself back for so long, but now behold, the true flames of Zabania!
A red flame suddenly explode into a wide variety of different hues, revealing to the discerning eye all the individual elements of red, like a cross-section of the color itself. And these fires of varying hues represent the pain sealed within Zabania's soul, traces of who he is and the life he's lived. They are his shadow, finally laid bare. Oh, it is so fabulous, Zabania. I shall make this inner beauty of yours shiver and shake with my fashion. I feel as though I could be burned to ash at any moment, were my pulse not racing to keep up with your passion. And so, I shall engage my own skill, and with it, give shape to the fashion that lies within you. Arachne tightens the silver threads that bind Zabania's flames, as if pulling together stitches upon red fabric. Patterns begin to emerge within the battle space. Things even Zabani himself was unaware of are keenly felt by Arachne in given form, shaping Zabani's shadow with beauty and grace. Oh, she sees it. Oh, your inner flames is being brought to the surface. Your shadow, your shape, that which lies hidden within you, all exposed. I can see it all now, clearly, plainly, vividly, more so than I could ever imagine before the battle began. Okay. So even though she's able to take measurements without even looking, the battle itself is necessary to get like the ideal vision. Right? Is that why Sasago has like a second outfit? It's been a long time since I've been able to see Lord Zabani's flames like... Well, actually, maybe not, because Arachne did say she just knows Sasago's measurements real easily because he's her friend, I believe. It's been a long time since I've been able to see Lord Zabani's flames like this. They seem different from before. There's a fluctuation within them, the light they cast, and shadows formed, shake and shimmer so widely. It's just as you say, Maria. I can see all of his uncertainty and trepidation within those flames.
Zabania, young angel. I too know this thing of the inner conflict you embody.
Alright, that is enough. Zabani honors Arachne's proclamation, and the curtain falls on another intense all-sizing battle in which two significant powers crossed one another like twill weaves. We can't teleport to her studio though, so I wonder how we're gonna make those. It was quite the scuffle now. I feel as though my body and soul could burn away. Whew. Arachne, she's gonna fall. While wiping sweat from her brow, Arachne gets a bit woozy and begins to fall over. Fortunately, Zabani is right behind her and is able to catch her as she does.
That was a close one. Are you alright, Lady Arachne?
Oh, my. Thank you very much. Wow, Arachne thirsting over everyone. Showing me your gentle side as well, though. You truly are a wicked man. The two exchange glances, and after confirming each is unharmed, the room falls silent, and everyone in it reverts back to a state of heightened awareness. If I may say, those dancing flames and silver threads really inspired me. I may just use that scene as a reference when choreographing my next song. Well, I do believe that is all for the all-sizing battle. Thank you all for your participation. That is a lot of alls. Would you all care for something to drink? I prepared some snacks as well. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Why, that sounds so lovely. I shall most assuredly partake. The design on baked sweets are quite stylish themselves. I can't believe Lord Zabani is getting a new outfit. I won't be able to sleep with winged until it's done. How about you, Maria? I'm just glad to see you're in such good spirits, Gabriel.
Oh, indeed. Well, you mustn't get too excited. Not yet. It will take considerable time to make a custom-tailored suit after all.
Oh, you need not worry about time. Everyone will travel to and from my office. The debut shall occur before the night is out. Oh, no. Well, there's the explanation.
What?
Oh, won't the journey all alone eat up all the rest of the day? Is your office that close by? That is a bit far, I admit. But that is of no consequence. Using Monsieur Sasago's teleportation, nope. I can be there and back in... Let me think about this for a sec. I saw Sasago today, remember? No! I forgot again that Monsieur Sasago is absent today. Stupid. I'm such a nincompoop. Why must I always get so ahead of myself and make such blunders?
Please try to stay calm. You are such an excitable young lady.
No. This will never do. I must return immediately. Although, I also must thank you for the lovely refreshments after the battle. I don't know how to tell you this, but at this hour, I'm not certain you'll be able to catch any buses or taxis around here.
Even if you came here by car, though, you'd have a tough time making clothes off-site and getting back within the day.
You want a hoofut then? Should I call Sasago? I don't know what to do. All I know is I'm inspired now, and I want to commit this inspiration to cloth as soon as possible. But it would not be right to bother Sasago when he is ill. Then how about using our academy's sewing room? It's yours if you need it. The only caveat is it's open to all students and faculty as well, but it should have everything you need if that's okay. You are a lifesaver, to be sure. Is it truly okay for me to use that room? for the sake of this overflowing inspiration? Of course, of course. I'm as anxious as anyone to see Sabania's let loose, find a new path for himself.
Lord, Azazel?
That was just a figure of speech, nothing more. Pay it no mind. Oh, thank you so much, Azazel. That's some good news, Arachne. But will you be okay with our setup? Well, it is not ideal, but I can make it work just like I made Saga's. That is my challenge here, after all. They did hint that they were doing some sewing earlier for some donation clothing. So I guess that was the point of that premise, so that we would know that she can work on it here. I'll follow the paperwork needed to allow an outsider use of our sewing room. Oh, this is ours then. I'll let the paperwork needed to allow an outsider use our sewing room.
Maria and Gabriel,
Can I ask you two to lend her guest any assistance she may require? Most certainly. The actual tailoring and design is beyond me, but I can at least provide scissors and tape when they're needed. I'm used to scissoring, you know. Shall we be off to the sewing room then, or Lady Arachne? Please, right this way. Merci beaucoup. Oh, I am ever so grateful for the help in preparing tomorrow's fashion today. Before we go, however, I would like to confirm with Monsieur Zavania. Your commission is for a formal suit to be used when officiating ceremonies, no?
It is. I still have misgivings about the whole thing, I can't deny, but as my new duties require new clothes, I leave this matter in your capable hands, and I look forward to the finished product, Lady Arachne.
No worries at all. I shall show you the fashionable side of your future. And so, for the next few hours, I bid the rest of you, ciao! And perhaps our last part for today, episode 3, part 3. Let's do this. Arf, arf, arf. You okay? Should I call you the hospital? What are you doing, Arvin? Or are you just looking forward to Zavania's costume / fashion? Should be interesting to see. I mean, we already know what it looks like, but you know. Kind of funny how the defaults are the naked ones, and then like the story-based ones where they're wearing actual proper fashion are the secondary clothing. I'm just excited to see a suit, even if I already saw it a bunch of times. Well, you know, Arachne does hype it up fairly well, so can't blame you. I might be learning a thing or two from Arachne's insights as well. Well, I certainly made a big show out of this, but I do worry whether it can go as well as last time under these circumstances. And after all, I will not be working from my atelier, but a school's sewing room. Can I truly give my best in such a place? Maybe you should just return to my atelier. But I must get to work while this inspiration is still fresh. There's no need to fret. Judging from our conversation, I'm sure you'll do a great job. Ho? I am delighted by your confidence, but why, pray tell, would a woman of the cloth say so with such certainty? Back at my shop, it was you who rejected my masterworks without so much as a second thought, as I recall. She's still salty about that. Well, I guess she didn't answer back why yet. Alright. I hope you'll accept my apology for that. Your approach just wasn't very convincing back there. Wow, she was very, like, yeah, this is not gonna, let's go, everyone. Brought everyone with her, too. Like, but now that I've experienced your all-size email, I can sense your true spirit. I guess Gabrielle is a lot more picky than she lets off. And I can say with every confidence that I'm really looking forward to seeing your finished work. Hopefully my approval means something to you, bud. Though. Because for as much as you're a pro designer in designing clothes, I'm a pro in wearing designer clothes. You are an enigma to me, sister. You have a diva's aura. Tell me, where have you come from? Who are you? You endeavor to hide your identity in shadow, yet in truth, it is your light that most heavily obscures your being. And it is no ordinary light. It is extraordinary, brilliant, and gorgeous. For now, it's a secret. Until such time as you can practically make my heart flutter. If you think you can, that is. Oh ho! Are you challenging to me to mystify you with my work, as you have mystified me with your being? Of course, I accept. I do not know how I shall move that heart of yours, but you're expecting greatness, and I shall deliver. If my design should fill your heart with satisfaction, then will you tell me what secrets lie within that light of yours? Gabriel smiles at Arachne and nods in agreement. You know, Gabriel, or she could probably design you something better if you revealed your identity, and or in the very least that in one of those all-fitting battles for her. Okay, I'm so enthused I may just burn up like that angel I am commissioned to. I shall create my best mode yet. With these parting words, Arachne closes the door to the sewing room. Her needle and thread begin to dance through the air, charged with renewed inspiration. Until her work is complete, I believe I will return to my guard shift, and later clean the abbey should time permit. If you'll excuse me, Shiraisamus. He left in such a hurry. You can tell he's a little unsure, but this will be a very interesting reveal. He often leaves a reveal like that, and whenever he does, it's clear as day that he's lost in his thoughts. That may be for the best. She'll be done in a few hours, which should give him enough time to emotionally prepare. That is especially fast turnaround time, though, considering it takes days to simply dry clean my pants. To be fair, they are always covered in oil, but your point still stands. A few hours is a surprisingly short time frame. Why do you want to worry? Why do you fear? Why not just let those useless thoughts disappear? Be it an hour or a day, let the good times roll. Waiting in ornament, good for the soul. Hey, that's what I see. It is. It's the new unit for the new event. Get ready, it's showtime, everyone. I was hoping to see you crawling chaos. Yo-ho! How's everyone doing tonight? Good or bad, dial your mood up to the best and let the crawling chaos descend upon you. A pleasure to see you, Neil Lathatip. And by pleasure, I mean, I don't really care about you. Tell us, what brings about you here today? I actually like Neil Lathatip. He's an okay unit, but he really did cause a lot of trouble for this academy several times. Just taking it crazy. Cause something the world goes topsy-turvy, curvy, swervy, and my mind gets all hazy. But news of a rare foreign visitor to grace these parts has come across my ears, all louds and clears. Mere window spins her thread with silhouettes of a spider. Tell me where she's gone, that I may be sitting beside her. Are you talking about Arachne? If so, she just hold herself up in that sewing room over there.
For real, for true, she's busy. My chances are through. What a drag, what a shame. My late appearance is to blame. How bad would it be should I bust in and say hi? If I interrupted her, would I make her cry? I wish to meet this young spider, but nope, that's no good. Don't want to intrude, don't think that I should. Dropping the rhymes for a minute, that's a drag cause the spider's a wanderer, a weaver of shadows. And I'm taking the shadows we got inside, you dig? When she gives them shape, they're comedy and tragedy in one. Must one's inner self really take center stage? Who came up with that idea? Are we all to blame? In considering this poor shadow of a spider, I borrow the words of an angel once saying, My dear stray sheep, you've lost your place to rest. My dear stray sheep, whose face I must caress. You are my glowing pop star.
Oh, is he talking about... No, never mind. I was just thinking of Hati for a second. Arachne does have a lot on her mind. Consent to tune, y'all, that's a tip. I have no idea what you're saying.
Have you seen it with your own two eyes as well? If that so, then you've seen the light. Do those who worry have no doubts? Are those who don't worry filled with doubt? Have you known her for a long time? Have I? Maybe I don't want to see her, but that just makes me want to see her more. Let me sprinkle some magic on that mysterious little spider. Twinkle, twinkle, warping star. Astounding, ascended, desounding, extended. A minor artist with a major mind, ready to break free and have it all. Do all youngsters talk like this nowadays? Honestly, do you mean to say the young girl is poised to hit it big? Maybe, maybe not. She could just crash and burn just as easy. Her fate is a fork in the road with only one path forward. We are at the tip. We'd love to see the world scrambled like Mama. Nature's making omelets, and my whisks are good and ready.
Having said all he had come to say, the popular DJ of Aoyama disappears just as suddenly as he arrived. The rest of you are leaving puzzled and uncertain, with the awkward smiles plastered onto your faces, but conflicting thoughts drifting through your heads. So, he views Arachne as a stray sheep then. It does seem as if she's scrambling to find her way, doesn't it? From what you told me of your encounter with her the other day, it seems clear she is in need of guidance indeed. That uncertainty may go a long way to explaining why the world does not recognize her work quite as she wishes it would. A few hours later.
Thank you, Minasan, for your patience. I have successfully completed my all-new mode. I was a bit out of my comfort zone on this one, but my spirit always maxes out when I start creating. Oh, you finished? Please show me. I'm dying to know what you've come up with. No, I will only reveal my work under the appropriate circumstances. Even if you're my staff, I would not allow you one peek until the official unveiling. What a tease. I've already asked Maria and the mysterious sister to start making preparations. The angel Azazel has offered some ideas as well. This is undoubtedly to be a magnificent showcase. So that's where they all disappeared too. Can't believe they kept me out of the loop. There's no need to worry, my feline friend. I have no intention to let you stand idly by until the curtain.
Yo, Arachne, you're back. How'd it go? Good assume? Concerning the arrangements underway.
Yes, I've completed my work. My apologies for having kept you waiting, Arthan, sweetie. It seems as though everything is in order, so let us be off, shall we? To the showcase.
Alright. Arachne brings you over to the chapel with the school grounds. The lights have all been turned off. It's pitch black in here. Can't see a thing. It's like we're in the abyss.
Thank you all for your patience. The time is finally here. Let us proceed with your girls' fashion showcase extravaganza.
See, this place makes sense as a fashion room, right? But the last place was a fucking gym locker, so that was a bit weird. Prepare yourselves to witness the second installment of my latest line. Now, without further ado, welcome to Arachne's fashion show in Daikanyama. Music, begin! Today, my client is a man with a lovely, muscular build. Shows great pride and dedication to his work. With this pride, however, comes conflict, as he struggles to come in terms with his duties and their repercussions. Yet he has sworn an oath to uphold these duties, which his honor will not allow him to ever to break. I can empathize with that mentality all too well, for self-confidence is rooted in pride. And the internal struggle that embodies this construct is the ultimate spice for enhancing one's inner beauty. But I digress. Over time, a certain encounter seems to have changed something within this man. Here he comes, Ritsu. Your man. He once held a deep longing for novelty and variety in his heart, yet the pride he has in his work came to quash this notion. Now, however, he has come face to face with his ambivalence anew, and is staring headlong into his future. Break it down, Arachne. And I dare say I've prepared the perfect outfit for it. Feast your eyes on your new, sober, and sophisticated officiant. Did he say it's funny? No, I did. The suit's fabric is flexible, durable, and embedded with shaped memory materials. It is also fire-resistant, of course. It is made to the same specifications as his ordinary work clothes. Well, I suppose that would be possible. Actually, what is this? Fabric that's flexible? Where did she get this cotton fabric when it's all just donated clothing? Jeez. Their tailoring is classified trade secret, but I may have obtained a reference to help ensure satisfaction. Her time with the angels before. You copied the patterns from Eden. Where do you have the time for that? Nothing gets past you. I also took into consideration my client's reluctance to appear overly vain, and so stuck with a more modest design. Not so much with the other one. Screaming internal. Feast your eyes, my dude, feast your eyes. I recognize that suddenly changing his look altogether may leave him shaken and throwing his pride off balance. To avoid this, the design of the suit is more conservative than I am known for, but for more muted formal wear seems the best option. The key word is restraint. The conflict between self-restraint and burning passion forms the essence of his charm. That's slow, Panya. I chose to express that contradiction as straight and direct as possible, hence the straight lining. I attempted to accentuate that irrationality. An irrationality strengthened by its juxtaposition against the idea that suits represent rationality and reason. What rationality is being expressed here? I don't really get it. Yeah, I don't really see the irrational part of this suit, but okay, sure. And so, I take great pride in presenting you all with this lovely suit, which I am fully confident will serve my client well.
It is the work of a priest to administer a wedding ceremony and guide two separate individuals into their matrimonial bond. But a bond between two individuals does not make them one and the same. Thus, those two individuals must face together a future filled with many unexpected obstacles. That being the case, the decision to share one's life with one another is never made through reason and logic alone. Let's underscore your point well, young designer. That being said, what you've accomplished here is no small task. Prior to now, I had rejected my personal contradictions. Yet, the truth of the matter is...
Zibania stands upon the altar and shifts his gaze between you and Ursuline.
The truth is, though it is my duty to punish wrongdoing, I also forgive it. While I am bound by the law, I also look past it. Embracing these contradictions is necessary for an individual who is tasked with emerging onto a new stage in life.
That is the general idea behind your work here today, isn't it, Arachne? I still don't really see the contradiction. It's supposed to be a signal of duty with his wedding attire. Yeah, I don't see him. I get what they're trying to say in terms of, Zibania showcasing himself off, his inner self in terms of the contradiction between his, contradiction between his duty and his passion. But I don't fully see the passion here. I don't know. He looks spiffy though. I like that. Indeed, it is so. I created that suit with the belief that your new occupation should be adorned with tasteful beauty. Maybe that's the contradiction, something called tasteful beauty. Something Araki's not used to, which is usually being a bit more flashy, but instead making it more muted. And on that note, this concludes Arachne's Gorilla Fashion Show. Thank you for all your attendance. Give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Lord Zibania. Your new suit looks wonderful on you. Yeah, that simple look is a perfect fit. Your normal outfit looks great, but so does this one. Definitely has my seal of approval. Oh yeah, I need to remember. Someone remind me if I forget again to look up Gabriel's shit-ass clothing from Christmas. You could be a fashion model in magazines with a suit like that, you know? The question is, what do you think, Zibania?
Lady Maria, Lady Gabriel. I agree with them, Zibania. You look very fetching in that suit. You've been blessed to receive the work of the most excellent tailor, and I cannot help but feel elated to see it. Thank you very much, Lord Rassilon, and the rest of you too. What can I even say? This is all so strange for me.
Zibania's gaze wanders for a moment, then locks squarely with yours. Honestly, isn't like a priest's clothing to marry people supposed to be more traditional than this? This is like more just like if you're the groom himself. But if you're like marrying between two people, I would assume like lengthy, colorful robes and stuff like that.
I wonder, how do I look in your eyes, Arthur?
Then again, they did say that it's supposed to be of many different backgrounds, so maybe they're going for just a general formal look rather than a specific implied religion.
Please, give me your honest opinion. Don't hold back. I must know. I must know what you think of me.
Oh, Zibania, calm down. You're only asking about your clothes, right? Feels like you might be asking more than that. That suit looks perfect for a wedding. You're making me want to attend a wedding. Let's get married.
You want to get married? But this is a uniform for officiating a ceremony. I can't provide an answer to what you desire at this time. But on the day when I am allowed to stand by your side, then certainly Perhaps this is a topic best saved for another time. Let's discuss it in private after this over. Wait, what am I saying? Please forget everything I just said. I've spoken far, far out of turn. You're quite the sight in that outfit, Zibania. Lord Azazel, thank you very much. I will devote myself to training with a deeper passion so that I may fulfill this blessed duty I've been given.
You may be taking this thing too seriously. You seem pretty high strung. Give up and you'll burn yourself out.
He is not one to relax and indulge in his whims, though I suppose that could be seen as one of his finer points.
Well, at least in this event, I'm getting a better understanding of what exactly Zibania's appeal is. Before, he seemed like just a kind of boring, nondescript guy who had like a BDSM kink that showed up every now and then. But now I'm starting to understand that he is also like a man of duty, and also that might be his appeal in terms of being, the stalwart kind of a hard worker that you want to marry with into a stable life, I guess. I do feel like we're seeing a side of him that hasn't been shown in a long time, however. So, my dear angel, you have confirmed what others think of the suit. But tell me, what do you think yourself of it? Well, if they're making it out of their own fabric that they provided, then perhaps she can waive the fee.
Well, I think a toned-down suit such as this won't match my character. It's unobtrusive and comfortable.
lovely. Once you've grown accustomed to it, you can try out different colored ties to alter the arrangement.
Oh, I will do so. Thank you for your advice.
Take all the time you need to adjust a new look. Clothing is for the individual after all. Make it yours.
I will. Excellent. Not that the official reveal is over. We should have Zavania do a practice run in his new garb.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Count me in. You're already dressed for the occasion, so just give us the first part, won't you?
What are you saying? Such a sanctified ceremony should not be enacted for entertainment value. I think it's a rather good idea. You will be entrusted with this duty moving forward. There is no harm in training for it. Lord Azazel.
Getting guessed that kept in the corner.
You can do it, Savania. I bet it'll be a lot of fun. We're all here for you.
Actually, this might be no go for me as an idol. The paparazzi can get the wrong impression if I'm seen at the altar. Even if it's just fun, they'll blow it way out of proportion, and I'll be all over the headlines. I always have to be so mindful of how things might appear to the public. It's really tough being a celebrity, you know. I mean, Arachne is right there, but sure, if you want to reveal to her. A celebrity idol? Could it be?
Perhaps I should be taking my leave as well. As a senior priest of these grounds, there's guidance for me to provide elsewhere.
But if everyone leaves, who's the bunny going to practice on? He can't give vows to himself. Guess that just leaves you. Don't try to slink away. What do you say? Will you marry someone, Arison?
Oh my, I haven't put on the spot. Got me in. I'd love to get married. I wouldn't mind role-playing. I'm just happy to play the role of either bride or groom. Just tell me where to stand.
Personally, I was hoping to see Maria get married to him. I can think of no one better suited to be his blushing bride. Huh? Me? Get married?
Yes, he'll marry Zab right away. He's the one marrying us to someone else. He's not the one who's actually gonna get married. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait for the special class, probably.
And then after everyone gets home, I want to do it too. In secret. What do you say, Zavania? Can you do this for us?
In the midst of the excitement, Arslan and Maria come running toward you with big smiles plastered across their face. Zavania furrows his brow at the scene, but unable to argue with Azazel's assertion that this could be good training, he dutifully prepares for the ceremony to come. Arachne quietly distances herself from the commotion. She watches the event take place from the sidelines.
A wedding. One of those beautiful events that decorate an important moment in one's life.
We did talk about weddings in the beginning of this episode.
I will likely never have the pleasure of getting married. My life is my art and my work after all. Something bothering you, Miss Designer? Oh, Sister Mystery. It is nothing really. But might I inquire about your reaction back in my shop the other day? That again. Yes, I guess I never did really explain myself, huh? Okay.
Arachne raises her head and pricks her ears. The incident has weighed quite heavily on her mind these past few days, so she's eagerly anticipating Gabriel's explanation. Lion husband. Yeah, it seems it's weird how we're defaulting to Arslan and we're not allowed to choose.
Both Arslan and I really thought the vest we picked out would look good in Zvania. It was gorgeous, to be frank. But then you kind of stepped in, brushed aside our interests, and went on to try hawking a bunch of other stuff. It was a real downer, particularly after realizing you were the one who made that beautiful outfit a ways back. It came across like you didn't care what Zavania wanted. You just wanted to score more sales. I cannot deny any of what you say. You have hit the nail on the head, as it were. I was under tremendous pressure to sell my wares, and I succumbed to it much too easily. But wait, you said I made an out for you some time ago. Surely I would remember if you were a client of mine. I guess no harm in showing you out my true appearance now. Idol metamorphosis! Ha!
Oh my god! That's the fucking ugly ass shit! Okay, I don't have to show it to you guys after. What? Oh my god, this fucking... What is this fucking piece of... I don't even know what the fuck she's wearing. Is that a duck on her head? What the fuck?
Gabriel, is it really you? And that is my design. Yeah. Take a good look at it, whatever this is supposed to be. Those pigtails, probably technically not part of Arachne's, but the rest, those black veils, it's certainly a choice for Christmas. Yes, you may have opinions on it, you might like it, but it's definitely not something you would expect for Christmas. But that is indeed where it debuted. You bet it is, and it's one of my favorites. This gorgeous outfit helps me catch everybody's eye, even from way far off. Well, I suppose that's true in one way. It's a snowman. Yeah. Snowman? That's a snowman? Oh, I guess it is. And today, you made an equally gorgeous outfit for Zabanya too. I knew you were good for it. Idle's intuition, you see. But yeah, have your people call my people, okay? I want you to design me another stage outfit sometime real soon. Oh, gladly. Though with that said, I have a request for you as well. Once that new outfit is made, could I take a picture of you in it for my portfolio? For real though. Like, just giving out her clothing to her. Of course it's a commission, but she could definitely get more sales if people knew that she made it.
Dearly beloved, are we gathered here today? Everybody, please gather here. The wedding ceremony is about to begin. Will the couple to be wed please come forth?
The heavy drones of a pipe organ begins to flood the chapel. Azil smiles softly as he skillfully plays the classical wedding march. Approach Zabanya.
Arathan, do you vow to be a faithful partner in sickness and in health, in times of sorrow and in times of happiness? Do you vow to love, respect, and console your partner in times of wealth and in times of desperation? Do you vow to preserve this bond with your whole mind and soul till death do you part?
I think the top and skirt would look better on someone else, particularly the top and skirt. Yeah, I think so too. It just doesn't fit what's called, or at least it's not what's to be expected from Gabriel's usual shtick of being very glossy kind of pop idol. Zabanya pronounces these words with methodical rhythm, making absolutely no mistakes, unlike me, and hesitating not even a single syllable. Unlike me. His expression appears awkward and stern, but with a sense of joy and fulfillment, somehow perceptible just beneath the surface. He has been given the opportunity to forgive rather than punish, to bring people forward rather than tear them apart. His heart seems full with the desire to bring happiness to others through his presence and his words. I do. Your words echo throughout the chapel. Everyone beams, including Zabanya, who smiles the widest you've ever seen as he looks up towards the heavens. Okay, I guess we're not going to have Zabanya reciprocate those lines, and we're just going to pretend that the person who's getting us married is also the one who's marrying us. You 100% do. Well, if that's the case, don't forget to buy the Zabanya figurine and also his Isafril variant. Don't forget to get him at Sacred Artifact level 100 if you love him. Hashtag not sponsored. I wonder if there's a part 4 to this. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, no, that was it. Okay, good. So, whew, that was sudden. Let's just go ahead and head back to the guild to play some music. And there we go. Well, so, final thoughts, well, not final thoughts so far on this set of episodes. We first saw Walk-On, and then we saw Zabanya. Walk-On did have an interesting point. That was a perfect ending. Yeah, they didn't linger on or anything like that. Thank you for the pleasant comments. Godly Rival. But yeah, my thoughts on the stream is Walk-On did seem to be touching the most shell in terms of what Arachne was doing. But it's nice that Gabriel eventually explicitly mentioned what the issue was, which was Arachne, as I kind of hinted at this earlier, though I wasn't fully sure. Arachne wasn't really seeing the person that they're trying to sell to, and rather was just trying to make a sale for herself based on her own confidence of the things she made for the common man. Forget Zab, give me Sheena figure. Thanks for the stream, Senpai. No worries. I was gonna play this event anyways. It's probably one of the largest reasons why I do these story streams, just because I actually will be playing it either way, or seeing them in some way. So might as well see them. I was focused on Zab. I mean, weren't we all? And Arslan completely got deleted in the end. It's like, you can say, oh, it happened after, but they completely just faded to black before Arslan said a line. I guess Zibania just like went into euphoria after hearing us say I do, and then completely ignored what happened after and forgot everything. But yeah, so Wakan's set of events was interesting. I do wished we learned more about Wakan, since he is an important character in the main story eventually in chapter 14, to my understanding. That Wakan Tanka Mugen, the Infinity one, I'm pretty sure, to my understanding, that's the actual Wakan. That's not like some alter Wakan, it's actually just him, but through different extenuating circumstances. And in this one, we barely got a hint of like what exactly Wakan's backstory was. It seems that he may have wronged someone in the past, maybe, or he's not sure what this feeling is he has with us. So maybe it's out of pity, maybe it's out of love, he's not sure. But I just don't understand what the original story is between that soul inside us that he sees and him. And as for Zibania, I think it was nice to see him actually get more of a characterization, because his previous characterizations before Seaside Fashionista has been quite shit, honestly. It's either for jokes, he plays it off as, he's into BDSM, please hit me harder, or more common than that, he generally just doesn't, he's, as Gabriel said, is a complete stick in mud and refuses to do anything, even at Arslan's behest, until Arslan forces him. So it's nice to see some insight on how he's bound by duty, and how Arachne exposed that. So Arachne does have a point in terms of bringing people out the truth that is not seen with their fashion. It's not just this cheap thing that will make you buy clothing, but really your fashion is an expression of yourself and what you're willing to express of yourself. And if you want people to better understand you in a certain way, then fashion is one way you're going to be around doing that. Maybe I'm just talking a bit too deep about fashion in general, since it's not the final part yet, though. As for the rest of the group, it was nice to see the Yogi Academy, and the teachers were really nice too. The Galaxy Brain Brew was having them sponsored. I just realized, though, in the Daikanyama, they did not, Arachne did not charge at all. I guess it really was just because they provided the materials themselves. So the materials that Zibania was wearing ended up not being directly from her expenses. People like a man like Wonka. Wonka. I don't think that's quite how you say things, but sure. Except Miyake. I was focused on except Miyake. No, Miyake is pretty cool. That's why. Yeah, Miyake. I know he's like unpopular based on his appearance and based on his general vibe, but no. If you look past that, he has always, no matter what, been like thinking number one for his students, and he's probably one of the kindest teachers I've seen in this entire game. Let's do like a teacher comparison, if you will, just to make my point. Triton had his thing in like Raiders of Lost Isle, and then he got to him, I guess, or something. I don't know. He didn't really do too much, except he was sacrificing himself for that. But that was just to help him get off the island. It was just more like a general teacher's duty. Jean became like the default cuck representative by saying, "It's okay if I'm not second. The students will still love me for who I am." It's like, Jean's story was extremely sad. He needs another appearance that's more proper. And neither of them are particularly important in the main story. They're just like, "Hey, where'd Kima go? Oh well." Sandio seemed really cool in chapter 13, of course. He's playing two sides at the same time, since he's actually just being nice because he's being paid. But that's an interesting twist in itself. And also, like, he's going to be paid for life. So he's essentially, without us knowing, his bodyguard for us for the rest of our life. So that's pretty rad. Kruznik seemed to also be very compassionate towards Ellie, which seemed really cool in that chapter. I know I'm talking about chapter 13, but you should see that if you haven't already. I'm just comparing these teachers right now. And Avarga we barely see him at all. He only briefly shows up whenever Jugo or Daisuke is around us. I still like him, but not because of him being a teacher. So I feel like Miyake, consistently, whether it's in the main story or in events where he showed up, he's always been like, oh, I do this for my students, I'll sacrifice them. And even when the world is ending, which he always sees because he has that power of knowing, he doesn't necessarily try to stop the end of the world, but rather he just tries to protect the students until the end as much as he can. And he has the power to do this. I think one passing line about him was that he was able to escape dying in every single timeline because of his ability now. They're in Dad Harem, yeah. Azazel and Miyake both give Q5s, but good people. Yeah. I mean, I think they play off each other really well. They very rarely interact, but when they do, Azazel and Miyake are like, really good, like electricity there. I like them. It's very funny, those two. Anyway, that's all my thoughts for the episodes 2 and 3. Next week, Monday, I will be covering episodes 4 and 5. So not tomorrow, but next week, Monday. I'm still not fully decided. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing it same time. I might want to do it a bit earlier, but the fact that I've already gathered you guys here, I don't want to disrupt your sleep schedules or anything. So there's a good chance I'll just do it at the same time then. So 3 p.m. EST, whenever this stream began, except on Monday. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the stories for. Hope you enjoyed Wakon and Zabanya, and look forward to Suzuka and perhaps Sasagwa next week again. And Amatsumara, yeah. Alright, that's it for me now. Bye-bye!